session notes, session recap by Tate.
Notes for the previous session.
Yeah. So, last session began with the gremlins looking to Kamar for answers to their various problems. They learned that Pip's original curse may have attracted attention from the Mother of the Nightmare Parade. Or the Mother of the Night Parade, sorry. Or the original Nightmare. Both fantastic names, just a real solid lady. And that his magic is, for now, tainted black. The origin of Nephira's necklace, however, remained a mystery, as far as Kamar could tell, it is either just a mundane necklace or extremely fucking cursed, and we will find out later. Returning to Baldur's Gate before dark, Nephira chose her magical tattoo, which was the same as Spark's, just in black ink. Fucking foreshadowing. Eris left a note for Luca to meet later that night, and they met up with Fisk at Eris's apartment. Once everyone reconvened inside, Eris and Fisk bonded over their mutual love of novellas and tried to get Pip to read them, while Nephira and Spark stepped outside to talk about the fact that they noticed the shopkeeper Cassius seemed to have a crush on Pip. Then we were all vaulted into a dating sim, without realizing it. We just changed the name of the game. During their conversation, Spark, after witnessing Nephira's near-death and remembering all the things he couldn't tell Valen, confessed his feelings for Nephira, and Nephira admitted that they liked Spark as well. While they returned quite red in the face, only Fisk picked up on this new development, while Eris remained suspicious that things weren't quite right, but she couldn't put her finger on why. Pip, our sweet, sweet boy, so oblivious. Later that night, the gremlins accompanied Eris to meet with Luca, who informed them that they would no longer be pursued for their crime, and agreed to attempt to find the owlbear feather that had been on Valen's body at the price of 25 gold. Afterwards, the gremlins parted ways to take their first long rest in 24 hours. Upon waking, you all headed to the bathhouse for a well-deserved bath. Y'all have to be the cleanest adventurers I've ever met. You have bathed at least 3 times in 13 sessions.
This is all thanks to Eris. I just want to say.
Listen, it's gonna be rough being in the woods. Oh man, Candlekeep
5 days, no baths. Get ready. You all got matching mundane tattoos in honor of Valen, and as a little friendship tattoo for you all. Picked up your silvered weapons, which I believe Nephira and Eris were the only 2 who got silvered weapons, and learned from Luca that the owlbear feather was nowhere to be found, as Valen's body is also somewhere. On your way out of town, you made one final stop at Sorcerer's Sundries, and after a very long conversation with a lot of wing-personing from Eris and Nephira, Pip got a date with Cassius, even though Pip doesn't realize it's a date. So everyone make sure Pip makes it back to this date that he doesn't know he's going on. Finally,
and we gotta make sure we tell them.
Yep. Finally, in what may be the least exciting part of the crazy session, everyone leveled up to level 5. And that's where we are picking up today. So it is, I think, just around... just around noon, and you all are getting ready to head out of Baldur's Gate. Is there anything anyone else is doing on their way out of town?
I guess Eris is gonna go over to Pip and be like, okay, so now that we've got some time on the road, totally can teach you how to fight now.
Oh, yes!
If you want.
Yes, of course!
Yes! This is gonna be so exciting.
Yeah.
Well, do you, know which weapon you want to, learn?
I mean, I have a quarterstaff. I've never... up until a couple days ago, I've never fought with it. I didn't really start using it with the intention to fight. I also have these daggers, but, maybe I should learn how to throw them a little bit better.
Okay, but... yeah. I know how to use both of those, so definitely...
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely can teach you.
Okay.
It'll be a little difficult because we only have one. We'll figure it out.
I have 2.
We have 2 quarterstaffs or daggers?
Oh, daggers.
Oh. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Sorry, did I hear daggers?
Yeah, Nephira, I'm gonna teach Pip how to fight.
I can totally help you learn how to fight with daggers.
Yes.
Do you want to see how many
show me
daggers
how
I
to
have?
fight.
Look at all my daggers.
I know.
I mean,
so
And
many
for the
daggers.
next 5 minutes, as you all are walking down the road, Nephira is just pulling daggers. Classic trope.
Asar kind of walks and is like, I can possibly be of help too if Pep ever just needs a hard-to-hit thing to practice throws on.
Oh. Okay.
So
You'd
excited.
be okay with that? I mean, I know I'm not very strong, so it probably wouldn't even hurt that much at all.
Pip, this is why we're practicing. You know, it's not just about strength, right? You
Oh,
have to know how to
technique.
use the weapon to its best ability to get the most power and use out of it. You don't have to be strong.
Okay.
Spark's just thinking about all the druids he's seen use shillelagh, and how even though they are not physically strong, boy howdy, they can smack you good with that club.
Mm-hmm.
So as this conversation is happening, you all have packed up all your things, getting ready to head out of town. You all got tattoos on your ankles literally about 2 hours ago. It's going to be a great 5-day journey that you are all walking the entire time, the 150 miles to Candlekeep. So,
Maybe it's a 6-day journey. We take it a little bit easier.
yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. But as you all head eastward in Baldur's Gate, out past the Basilisk Gate, you see that, similar to before, it is the main 2 gates are closed, but the small side gates are open, allowing people in and out. You see there's still a lot of refugees on the side of the road. Not as many as when you had first talked to Captain Zaj. It seems a lot have either dispersed into Baldur's Gate or been turned away and have decided to go elsewhere up and down the Sword Coast. As you make your journey towards Candlekeep, the very first... Yeah, go.
Yeah, Zaj was usually set up near the Basilisk Gate, right?
He was, but you actually don't see him today. There's only the guards that are like a standard guard. Usually there was a bit more of the Flaming Fist around doing whatever, manage like crowd control. But today you don't see any. And you do recall you sent quite a few of them to the upper city, who may or may not be taking care of some business up there.
Sparks kind of pausing since it's been like a day, and he's like, hopefully they didn't encounter too much resistance.
Well, not our problem anymore. Let's get out of here before it becomes our problem again.
I don't know. I am curious about how it's going. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out when we get back.
Pip, you said you were working on learning a spell that will let you talk to people from afar.
Yeah,
How's
I
that
think I
been
almost have
going?
it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you need to talk to somebody?
Maybe in a few nights we can check in with Todd.
Yeah, I have message too.
So, as you all continue, you have this little conversation, stopping within Basilisk Gate before continuing on your first path, kind of out past Basilisk Gate. You have to go past Little Kalimshan, which is on the left, its own little walled-in area or walled-in city, and then a place that you have all previously crossed when you came to Baldur's Gate the first time. You have to go through Worm's Crossing, where these 2 great bridges meet at a tall, rocky island that rises from the middle of the Kyanthar River. Buildings and merchant stalls line the sides of both bridges, making it impossible to see the river from the narrow, congested roadway that cuts through these structures. As you are making your way through this congested street, you see refugees, you see merchants and shoppers. It is the height of the day, and you almost kind of have to shoulder, check your way through the crowd. I'm assuming Spark is probably going first. Making a little bit of a pathway.
Carving a path.
Yes. I need everyone to roll me a d20. Don't add anything, just make me a little d20 roll.
Oh, man. 19.
Are you
17.
sure about that?
I am quite sure, yes.
I'm not.
Oh, no.
I got a 5.
A 5? Spark, what did you get?
16.
16?
17.
Oh, no. Okay, I was about to say 16.
19.
Yeah.
Looks like it might have been a bad roll as well.
As you are all kind of making your way through this crowd, Spark, you just turn back as you're kind of, checking to make sure you're not losing the rest of the party in the crowd. And you turn back and you just see a flash as Pip, you feel someone bump into you and then kind of stumble away into the crowd. And Spark, you saw what looked to be a young girl bump into Pip and then stumble off into the crowd, or scamper off, not really stumble, but scamper off into the crowd.
All right, Stu knows what might be up. Would it be fair to say if Spark can roll an insight check
Sure.
to see if he knows what might be up? That rolled off the table.
Wait, what did
Sorry.
Nephira see?
So this is based off your passive insight, and so Spark has the highest passive insight. The roll was
and
for,
I
the roll
rolled
was
a
for who got bumped
1920.
into.
Sorry, I rolled a 19 total because proficiency bonus went up.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah.
So 19.
Yeah, it definitely looks like someone just pickpocketed Pip.
Cool. Would Spark have enough time to get out a spell?
Probably.
He is going to cast command on them and politely ask, stop.
Okay.
I need a DC 16 wisdom save.
They fail. They're a kid. You see that as the rest of you are just walking behind Spark, Pip, you feel yourself getting jostled a bit. You're tiny. It's not uncommon for people to bump into you, and this is an extremely crowded bridge. There's nowhere for people to go except across this bridge. So you've already been bumped into a few times. It's getting really annoying. But you see Spark just turn, point out their hand, and just say stop to someone to the left of you. As you all look over now, you see that this young girl looks to be maybe half-elf. She's got slightly pointed ears and just kind of dirty, matted brown hair, wearing kind of tattered clothes, just immediately freezes in the center of this throng of people who are now just kind of streaming past her as she is just standing there in the middle of this bridge.
I guess Spark will approach her as like, young miss, once you're able to move again of your own, could you please follow us so we can talk off to the side?
How long does it last?
1 round.
Okay, so yeah, basically by the time you had kind of getting over there, you see she kind of gets control of her limbs back, and she's clutching. You see in front of her, it looks to be one of your packs of rations that had been in Pip's pack, and she just follows you over to the side, looking very afraid, and just clutching this ration to her chest.
Sorry about that.
I just needed food. I'm sorry. My little brother, he's hungry, and I'm sorry. And she throws the ration back towards you.
Sorry, I didn't know. My friend here is carrying some important stuff he needs for his practice, so I was unsure what was taken.
No,
Sorry to
just
startle
food.
you.
I'm so sorry. And she just like
Wait.
is basically bawling now, just crying, at the
Or-
edge of the bridge.
Spark will offer like a comforting hug if she will take it.
You see, she kind of shies away and kind of scampers back towards the wall a little bit defensively. I'll leave. I'll leave.
No.
Can Eris make an insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
See if she's
will
telling the
Nephira.
truth.
You all love Kenny, but sad little child, you're so suspicious
It took me a
of.
while to warm up to him. I was gonna punch him in the face.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
What is my...
I rolled a 20.
Ooh,
sorry, I got an 18, so it's
plus
21.
So that's a 19 for my...
Y'all, we're burning all of our good rolls on Sad Urchin Child.
You can
Because
see...
Nephira wants to double check, because
Yeah.
their heart is already just like, oh.
There's not an ounce of deception in at least what they're saying. They're just a young refugee girl from El Terrell.
Nephira will take out one of two... how many do I have? At least one of their packs, their ration packs, and say, here, take this. It's okay. I got extra for the trip. You can take this one.
Spark will pause for-
Keep that one if you want it. You need it more than me. I have more.
If you don't mind sharing, what happened with you and your brother?
They like scamper over and grab the one that they had tossed closer to you that was originally from Pip, and then gingerly also take the one from Nephira, who is actually still shorter than them. As a half elf, they are look to be maybe 12 or so they're a little bit taller than you, and by a little bit, they're a decent bit taller than you. But you see. You see that she says, we're farmers. My family's just farmers outside of El Terrell, and when it disappeared, my family, we tried to come to Baldur's Gate, but I don't know. My parents, I don't know where they went. And she starts kind of crying a little bit, and kind of like wipes away tears with like dirty just hands.
I have potentially two things to offer to help with the short term. You mentioned worry about your brother, and Spark will use the first of his druid spells to produce a good berry.
Nice.
Give this to your brother, it should help.
She like gingerly reaches out her hand and takes it. Now she's got like two rats. She's like trying to like
make sure he has it within the day. It will become mundane if it by tomorrow's sunrise.
Okay, all right, okay. She like slowly tucks it into like her waistband.
And I know it won't replace your parents, and Spark, bleeding heart himself, feeling real bad for potentially traumatizing this child by using a spell on her, would take a small coin purse and move 10 gold pieces over and hand it to her. Like, please, try not to make a habit out of pickpocketing.
You see, she takes...
possibly endanger yourself, and you wouldn't want to leave your brother alone, right?
You see she takes and opens the coin purse, and her eyes just go wide. You imagine she has probably not seen 10 gold in her life as the child of a farmer.
Please make sure you make it last for you and your brother's sake.
Okay.
If they're not
if
really...
only we had connections to find her work.
Yeah. Because, like, if... They're not really taking refugees into Baldur's Gate anymore, but... I mean, you said you can't find your parents. We're traveling to, Candlekeep. It's... You can come travel with us. You and your brother can travel to Candlekeep with us.
Eris is gonna get out her notebook and she's gonna say, So your parents, they went missing. Can you tell me a little bit about them? Maybe they're still around. Maybe we can find them.
They went into, they managed to get into Boulder's Gate before they closed off before they closed it off to refugees. I don't know. I thought they'd come back for us, but it's been a few days.
Mad?
Yeah.
Can Spark, looking at
There's
this
adopting her,
child,
like, right here on the spot.
try to remember
Please don't tell
the
me.
faces of the victims in the Cult of the Dread 3 base?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And
never
if
mind.
there's any, like,
I'm
familiar
thinking about
connections.
the refugees that Nephira killed.
No!
I
Don't you
mean,
dare!
Can I do whatever check is
you
needed
all
for that?
give me a insider history check as you all try to quickly flash back through your memory, whichever one is better.
11,
Oh, God. Oh,
11
no.
total.
One.
Shoot, I got a 7.
What's 17 plus 8?
I rolled a 1 twice.
Good.
Do I get to reroll that one again?
I think so. You
Yeah,
I think you can roll
re-roll.
ones as a
Wow.
halfling.
So at 25?
2 ones in a row. Okay.
Pip rolled a
now I rolled
25?
6.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
I got a 7.
I rolled an 18 and I have a plus. No, I rolled a 17 and I have a plus 8.
So yeah,
Dang.
Nephira and
On
Eris.
history.
I have a +1, so like
Yeah.
7?
So Nephira and Eris, you immediately panic as you recall the as you recall the ruffians slash refugees that attacked you all basically our first session, as you were all panicking, running through anyone you had fought, being like, do they match the description, or do they just match this child? And you're like, you have at least 3 people that could match the description. Pip, you are very certain that none of the people you all have encountered in Boulder's Gate, whether that's good or bad, because you don't know her parents, are...
We didn't kill them, though.
You didn't kill them, though.
And
Eris
Spark
and
got an
Nephira, you're
11
not sure. You're unsure about that.
on
with your
the,
memory.
Well, Eris didn't kill anyone.
That's true. You just
So-
cut off their hands.
and Spark got an 11 on the
Gauntlets look
whole.
familiar.
Oh my god. On the Dread 3 victims.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
Nothing?
like any of them. No.
Alright.
Thank goodness. You really scared me for a minute there.
Oh my. That's just
Like,
nice
oh no, the
twisted.
consequences
That's
of
where
my
it's like,
actions.
oh, you're bloodthirsty about these refugees just tried to come by. Well, guess what? You.
No.
You see that as she's kind of talking to you all and clutching these, you can see her eyes are darting around. She looks to be trying to figure out if she can run, but she keeps looking back at Spark because he had cast a
Stopped
spell
her
on her
dead.
and stopped her before. She's I think we just need to wait. I'm sure they'll be back. I can't.
Are you
leave my
sure? I
brother.
mean, you can come with us to Candlekeep, and we're going to be coming back to Baldur's Gate afterwards. I'm pretty sure.
If she
So
wants...
you can you and your brother can come with us and stay with us, and then we'll bring you back, and we'll make sure that you can actually get into Baldur's Gate when we get back. 'Cause
Yeah,
then you'll be with us.
we've
and we
got
can help you find
papers.
your parents.
To get in
Yeah.
the city.
Go ahead and give me a group persuasion check.
Dice, don't fail me now.
Hmm.
Oop, that's
Oh,
all okay.
Okay. I
That's
rolled a
starting
natural
table.
18. So I
Hey.
got an 18.
I got another 5.
Good.
Hold on, let me look at Spark's persuasion modifier. 21.
I don't have one. It's a +0.
For Eris
But I
to
rolled
be
a
more
16.
convincing, she's gonna mention, I work in as an investigator, so I definitely have resources to help you find your parents if we go back to Baldur's Gate.
Guys, we're
You
gonna
see-
send these children to Avernus with us. I don't think we're coming back to Baldur's Gate. I think what...
yeah, you see.
But, you know, that's above table talk. Our characters don't know that.
No clue. You see, she looks extremely conflicted and unsure what to do. As a bunch of people that she tried to steal things from then threw a bunch of things at her and then were like, come with us. If your parents
We're totally
taught
not going to
anything-
kidnap you.
Yeah, if your parents taught you anything, it's, don't go with them.
Mads. I keep on forgetting the name of our hometown. Roughly, how far of a
Iron
travel
Glen.
is that from here, and how dangerous of a trek is
Is
that
it on
from
the way
here?
to Candlekeep?
So no, it is. If you look between like Baldur's Gate, which is on the east side, and El Terrell, which is like almost directly. Sorry, Baldur's Gate's on the west. El Terrell is almost directly east. Your city is kind of a little bit in the middle of those on the edge of forest, but it is not on a main road, and so it's pretty dangerous to get to.
All right, so
It's
as
all
far
right
as
for
continue-
adults, but 2 kids, it's probably not.
No,
not the
yeah.
best.
If you're able to get in the city while waiting for your parents, look for the Church of Martyr. Mater. Stew and names. Stew and
Ilmater?
names are terrible. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
The played
They have free
one.
breakfast there.
There's
Okay.
a kind cleric working there who will do his best to make sure that you don't need to resort to pickpocketing while you wait for your parents.
And you can tell them that the Forest Gremlins sent you.
Hmm
The Forest Gremlins?
That's our group name.
That's a cool name. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sorry to give you a scare.
No, it's okay. Okay. And she like slowly starts to like back away as
Bart's not
she's-
doing anything. He is showing no signs that he's going to use magic again
Yeah.
because he broke through half of his first level spell slots. And we're only 10 minutes into
We're
the
literally
session.
not across the bridge out of Baldur's Gate yet. You see, she kind of sheepishly looks up at you all and just goes, thanks, and vanishes quite impressively into the crowd as she is gone. And you are down 2 rations and a good berry.
Sparkling smiles to himself. It might have been dangerous to take them on the road. We can all take care of ourselves, but if something gets the jump on us at night, would we be able to keep the... My worry is they might have been victims of the Dread 3, but at least running through the faces we saw, nothing came close.
You see
Okay.
Fisk, who has been there.
What's doing?
Fisk was just standing back, kind of observing what you all were going to do. Fisk goes, well, yes, I think that it was probably good that we did not bring them with us. Children can be very difficult. But that was a very, very nice. That was very kind of you to give them some of your rations. So hopefully they will be all right. Hopefully they will
Hopefully
make it to Baldur's Gate.
They'll be able to hold on to the coin long enough to not need to steal.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully. But only about 50 steps outside of Baldur's Gate, and we're already having an amazing action-packed travel. This is going to go well. So ready for the rest of this.
I also do find some humor that Nephira is like sneaky kid who's like probably a year shy of becoming a level 1 rogue, and she's just like, adopt.
Yep.
I will guide this child.
Like, oh yeah. Just, small child, like, yes. My child now.
The way that this went from this tone where it's like, oh no, I got caught pickpocketed. Oh no, magic.
Yeah.
To,
She's having
wait,
no
they're
good,
giving
very
me
bad
stuff?
day.
It's like, oh no, am I about to be adopted?
The worst. But as you all move back from the side of the road, back across these drawbridges to the other side of the Kyanthar River, you make your way away from Baldur's Gate for the first time in several years for some of you. For the rest of you, not. It's been only a few weeks since you've been on the road. But as you see Worms Crossing and Baldur's Gate disappear from view, you find yourselves heading down the coastway, a dirt road that leads to distant lands like Tathir, and Kalimshan. Yeah, Forgotten Realms names. Good stuff. Candlekeep lies approximately 150 miles south and west, around a 5-day journey. You all spend the next portion of the day, taking it a bit slow, stopping a little bit. I want, for funsies, just everyone give me a little Constitution saving throw about these ankle tats. And ankle tats and
okay,
and
that's
boots.
stayed on the
so good at
table.
these.
So I'm saying
Alright,
accounts.
I'm
What's
gonna
his
roll a
con
different
say? 21 total.
Ooh,
19
18
total.
total.
19 total.
Wow.
Man, we are all good
Alright.
about tattoos.
Yeah,
Yep.
solid.
What is a
We got
tattoo
stabbed so many times
after
that
being
we're like,
stabbed?
this is not-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all barely
I'm recovering from a gut stab, man.
That's true.
Yes, I got healed.
Yeah, I
So
bet
what?
Eris still has the bruises on her face and her stomach from the Duke being
Yeah,
punched.
to be fair, yeah. You all
Eris
you
is
all look
just
a
like
bit
my
rough.
body sore from 1v1 in the Duke.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, thank God she only punched me twice.
But yeah, you spend the rest of the day traveling down the road. You see there are a few people walking kind of ahead of you. You see a few people passing by you. The people passing by you look also to be refugees. They're kind of only got the clothes on their back and maybe like a little bit of like household goods with them. No one really stops to say anything to you all as you look heavily armed and dangerous compared to most of the people that are currently, outside of Baldur's Gate and trying to find some city for protection. The rest of you look quite dangerous. But
Also,
as
y'all, I just reread Goodberry, and I can make up to 10 with one cast. We are set for food for the rest of the campaign, because it's like,
there we go.
one berry is enough nutrition for one day per creature, and it's like, we need rations if Spark can hold on to a level 1 spell slot.
Nice.
Everyone's gonna just be like, if I eat one more berry, I'm gonna kill someone. I just want real food.
We're like a month deep in Avernus, and it's like, Spark, let us use one of the rations. They're almost stale. But good berries.
But as you all are walking, it's getting close to sunset, and you're probably gonna have to find a place to stop for the night. Spark, you see that Fisk kind of walks up beside you. He's been casually, chatting with a few of you throughout the trip, just also quietly walking as you all inevitably get into some conversation about something from your youth, and he has nothing to contribute to that conversation, so he just listens to whatever ridiculousness you all are probably arguing about. And you see he walks up to you, Spark, and he kind of points at the amulet on or I guess amulet that has your god symbol. He's like, well, I can't help but notice, are you quite happy to be out of Baldur's Gate and back into nature, as it were?
Amazingly so. It feels good to actually breathe fresh air.
That's very true. I guess I'm not much of a religious man myself, But I was just like to ask, how do you really practice? Do you maybe meditate or plant flower? What is it that you do for your worship?
For me, I mostly try to meditate in woods. When I'm actually around woods, I'm gonna have to get back into that habit.
True.
It was pretty hard within the city. And, well, most of my practice was preparing for the oath I've sworn to her. Find the light where I can, preserve and nurture it.
Okay. Well, that's very
With that poor kid back there.
Yes.
So, I'll need to find some time to pray and our recently departed friend also worshipped her. His practice was that of a ranger, but she is a goddess often worshipped by those who live in the woods. There's actually a temple over by where we grew up.
Oh, very nice. Yes, I always find it interesting how people are, well, either find their gods or are called to them. So, well, thank you for enlightening me, as it were. He seems very proud of himself with that joke about, like,
Hey, and Spark will just, like, cast lucky.
Very good. Actually, that light would be useful, because it's getting a bit dark, and I don't know about you, but I also can't see in the dark.
Yes.
So
We should probably find a place to bed down.
As it starts getting darker, Nephira definitely will have kind of hung back and started just holding onto Spark.
Okay.
Just hold on to the edge of his cloak.
Yeah, very nice.
Will kind of blush crosses his face for the first time because, yes, this is normal business, but recontextualized for him.
Yeah. You see that as Nephira had come up alongside Spark, you see that Fisk kind of just gives you a bit of a smile and is like, hey Nephira, oh, Eris. And then he goes back to Eris. He's like, so I did finish the novella.
Great,
and then
great.
just immediately launches into a conversation, leaving them two and coming back towards where Eris is walking in the group.
Spark will cast light on his shield as it's starting to get dark, and can he use nature to try to find a suitable camping spot?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright. Hey guys, Spark's proficiencies are gonna come in useful. Sorry, survival.
Survival, yeah, for sure.
Hey, Dice, don't be mean. Gosh darn it, Dice. Get off the table. Hey, y'all, he's too distracted. He got a nat 1.
Oh no!
We're in nature
That's
now.
okay. Nephira will roll.
We're
Can
in
I use nature?
Yeah, whoever wants to give me a survival check.
No,
You're all like, oh, Spark will get it. And then you're like, Spark is not picking anywhere.
Oh, I got an 18.
I got a dirty 0.
A dirty 0.
I got a nat 1 minus 1.
Okay.
Beautiful. Pip, we're in nature. If you weren't aware, we are in the woods. Just FYI.
I rolled a 3, but my survival is +4.
Okay.
I got an 18, so we're good.
Eris.
Eris watching these kids like
as Spark casts light and you're like, oh, okay, Spark's gonna start looking for someplace. And Nephira walks up beside Spark and you're like, cool, they'll search and find somewhere. You're talking with Fisk and you realize 15, 20 minutes have gone by and y'all are still walking. And then you look and you realize that Spark is not looking at all and neither is Nephira. And you're like, okay. And you quickly look around and you're like, we're going to stop here. It's getting too dark. There's too many of us that don't have dark vision. This will go off the road about 30 feet over here. Yeah, it is. They are very distracted and not
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure, yeah. Let's see. The dice are
I think
playing
I would
fun
notice
games
them
today.
Not doing their jobs.
Man, you gotta love when the dice just decide to tell the story.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Are they telling a fun story?
I got a 9.
No, you think that it might have just slipped, they're really looking hard,
Hey, Spark and Nephira, I found a place for us to rest for the night, so you don't have to look anymore.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, thanks.
welcome.
That's great.
Yeah, Pip, hey, come on, let's go over
And-
here.
Shuffling around nervous, Spark will accidentally shine the light in Fist's eyes without realizing.
Spark!
Sorry. And he'll cancel light on his shield.
Alright, well, at least now I don't have to take first watch, because I am absolutely blind and can't see anything. My night vision, gone.
You
wonderful.
didn't even have night vision.
My vision at night, gone. Doesn't mean it was good, okay? It was already bad, it's worse now, alright? It's worse. But yeah, you all are able to get off the road, probably, 30 or 40 feet off the road. This part of the coast, the coastway, is still mostly, a little bit hilly and mostly tall grass. The trees or like the forests are still quite a ways off. Like you can see them in kind of the distance off to the side. So a lot closer than trees and forests have been. But you are not actively walking through a forest. It's still pretty open and you can still see like a lot of the sky and what else is around you. So
sorry to derail, I just noticed Morgan's sign.
yeah,
isn't it great?
But yeah, you all are able to stop for the night. Is the first time the gremlins are all together outside of a city, back in nature. Since I guess you've all
Last time we were like this, there were 5 of us.
There's still 5 of you. Fist
That's
is
so
here.
true.
Last time we were like this, we only had 1 human.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you were able to do whatever preparations for the night.
After they get their camp all set up, Eris is gonna go make a space for herself and set up a little area. I don't know if they brought any candles with them, but I guess make a small little fire.
Mm-hmm.
And get married to her second knife because I'm gonna do a weapon bond with my silvered rapier.
If Spark gets the sense that this is happening again, he will move over and stand to Eris's left.
Great. Beautiful. You see,
Nephira will pick a little forest flower and kind of throw petals into the air.
As you all are doing this, Fisk is kind of just sitting back near the camp and is just quietly laughing to himself as you all go above and beyond for what is necessary to
Can Pip be the sword bearer?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. If Pip wants to do that, Harris will let him.
Listen, it's a big deal having our friend be wife and knife again.
Wife and knife round 2.
Oh no, it's way too big for him. Oh, he's trying. He's doing his best.
Oh, that's so precious.
Amazing.
If it's under 5 pounds, I can mage hand it, but I don't know.
It should be under 5 pounds as a
It
short
weighs
sword.
2 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, let's mage hand those.
Because Mage Hand is stronger than Pip.
Listen.
Oh,
It's not that he's too weak, it's just it's too big.
It's
The balance
unwieldy.
is off.
Exactly. But yeah, Eris, you are now wife and knife.
yes.
I now pronounce you. That's the way that statement goes. So you are now, you have a short sword and a regular short sword, or a silvered short sword and a regular short sword? Or
No,
or
I
you only
have a regular short sword and a silvered rapier.
How many
silvered
weapons
rapier.
can you
Okay.
be bonded to?
Just 2. So this is my last one.
Very nice. So yeah, you all help Eris. In the very beginning, you're like, this is fun, and then it's it turns to 15 minutes, and you're like, cool. And then it's 25, and you're like, all right.
And Eris is just kind of talking to herself about how, like, oh, we're going to go on so many great adventures together, and we're totally going to, like, kick some fiend's butt. It's going to be such a great time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Spark's gonna do his best to maintain.
Yeah, you all, up to you whether you would eventually kind of slide away, as I think it takes
Yeah, this
an hour,
lasts an
right?
hour.
It takes an hour. So depending on if
Yeah,
you...
at some point, Pip's gonna go over to Fisk and try to talk to him.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would say Spark would probably make it half an hour before he'd probably try to quietly go into the woods to actually connect with his goddess.
Yeah, so the woods are probably like a mile or two away. But you could,
never mind that.
Hey, so
Spark's
this
not
time
going
when you
that
split
far
the party,
away from the party.
Spark's sprinting 2
Without
miles
dog
into the
provision?
woods, into the dark. No,
I mean,
but you could like go off to.
He has a torch.
You could go off to just, if you want to be a little bit away from just like where people are talking. You are at least in more nature than you have been recently. It's real grass, and it's not
Real
dead.
grass.
Real grass.
He's gonna...
Not that AstroTurf
Simply-
Baldur's Gate has.
Oh my goodness. Baldur's Gate would have fantasy astral turret. And he's gonna
And
put
he
out
would still be dead.
Yeah. He's gonna put out a simple prayer to his goddess, hoping that Val's soul made its way to her.
Go ahead and give me a religion check.
Boy howdy. 9.
9. Okay. You're able to, say this this prayer and reach out, but it's just you don't feel the same like serene calmness you used to when you would try and meditate and reach out, and you're not sure if it's just all the craziness of the past 2 weeks, or just the fact that you've been within a city and so disconnected from nature for a while. But you just find yourself having a bit harder of a time staying focused and finishing your meditation, but you were able to do so with a little bit of struggle.
So, I guess I would start by be like, hey, once the ritual is done, I haven't actually tried one of these myself yet, and since they're going for a long rest, he will produce 5 good berries. I've seen druids do this before, and they say it can give you enough nutrients for a day.
Okay.
Maybe we won't get bloated if we sleep after eating these.
Eris is going to try one then.
Yep, Spark's gonna pop one in his mouth.
What does it taste like?
Nephira's gonna have one
Yeah,
too.
Fisk takes one, and you see he looks, and this looks like a man who's been traumatized by good berry one too many times. As he politely takes it from Spark and like begrudgingly eats it. And you all quickly find out why, as it is the most sour tasting berry that you've ever had.
No.
It's to the point where if they had like artificial sour candy, that is essentially what this tastes like.
Like that toxic
and
waste stuff.
Yeah, and if you're not sure if you're no longer hungry afterwards because your stomach is like upset from eating it, or if it actually filled you up. But yeah, you're not really hungry, but it doesn't feel like you actually ate anything at the same time.
No.
They should make these taste good.
Yeah.
I thought they would.
No, I've had they are, I mean, they're useful, but sometimes all you want is like beef jerky, You just want beef jerky and bread, and cheese. That is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
But
This
yes,
seems like an emergency option.
we all
all found out they're sour.
They're sour berries, actually. And Pip, when you said that you were going to talk with Fisk, is there anything specific you were going to say, or was it more just kind of like a, hey,
Oh, no,
what's up?
No, I've got it on my to-do list.
For sure. So yeah, I'd say you all just you commiserated about the good berry. So you are no longer hungry. You don't need to use a ration, but it doesn't feel like you ate, and you now all are like, God, nah. Yeah,
We
gross
drank
feeling in
from
your
our
mouth.
water skin.
That's actually why good berries work, is they just make you drink a lot of water and then you're not hungry. That's the whole premise. But yeah, you see, and everyone kind of has this moment and then goes off and does whatever preparations for the rest of the evening. You see Fisk is over on the side, seems to just kind of be sitting there, not really doing much of anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to him and just be like, "So you know Kamar? She said she knew you."
Yeah, yes, I know Kamar. Do you know Kamar?
Yeah, she's I'm her apprentice.
He like squints his eyes and looks and is like, you know, so many things are really making sense now. It's really like the big picture. It's all coming together. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, nothing. No, don't worry. It's fine. No, it's.
Are you friends? Did you used to adventure together? She won't tell me a whole lot about her adventuring past, but
We have a little bit here and there. We weren't like a main adventuring group, but occasionally.
But you did.
Well, yes, we did.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, it was. Those were some times. Yes, we had them. They were times.
You can tell me anything about them if you want to.
Oh, let's. Somehow we always would just get into so much trouble. It was really quite amazing. It'd be like 3 steps out of Candlekeep, immediately a problem. Immediately something would go wrong. And you see he just starts going off. Like, he's not even like looking at you anymore. He's like reminiscing and is just like talking about how they would just always get into trouble. How Kamar just always wanted to definitely take or touch anything that probably shouldn't have been like touched.
Like master, like apprentice.
Yeah. And anyone who's like kind of listening to this conversation he's not, talking quietly. He's just talking. You sense young Kamar probably had a lot of similarities to young Pip over here, of getting in trouble. He'd be like, and just every time, look, there's a reason I say that, like, I am very good at almost dying, but I will tell you that every time I almost died, she was there, okay? Anyone else, I was fine.
So cool.
Actually, it was her and then you all. So I guess you by process of elimination. So, track record still stands 100%.
I mean, we found you almost dead on your own.
No, I was fine. I was completely fine. Then you all showed up, and then I almost died trying to kill some of the cultists, so.
Hopefully that doesn't become a trend on this trip.
We have 4 more days. I'm really hoping not. So, we will see.
Do you know anything about her tattoos?
Seriously, you didn't tell us anything about them.
Yes.
Just said, I won't see them.
Yes. And yes, no, that seems correct. And I feel like, look, I like you, Pip, but she is terrifying. I feel like I will say nothing. I have
She's
nothing
not
to
here.
say. No. I have nothing to say. Because
Okay.
I feel like you would say to her that I said that I told you something, and then poof, she'd appear, and then I'd have to deal with that, and I don't really want to.
Not even
You
like
said you're good at
what
not
they
dying,
do or anything.
so you should be fine.
No, but if there's one woman who will kill me, it will be Kamar. Okay, so.
I can't even know like what they do or anything. Because she said she has magic ones, like me, like this one.
Yes,
Okay.
snake. Interesting. Okay. Yes. No.
No one tells me anything,
no,
which
I
is
will
such a
not tell.
shame because I tell everyone everything.
That might
So
be
you
why.
think that someone would
that
return the
might be
favor.
why no one tells you anything. Just a thought.
What do you mean?
No, oh boy, help. He looks around to see if Eris or Spark is listening in on this conversation. He's like, let's just say you are.
And no bin buff.
I could see you being a very good wizard. Maybe not like a good spy. Yes.
I mean, I've never tried being a spy. I'm sure I could be good at it too. Maybe. Eris, will you teach me how to be a spy?
I'm not
Eris
a
is-
spy.
You're like an investigator, and they're kind of the same, right?
Wouldn't Nephira be the better person to ask?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
like
Nephira would be
the
the
first person,
person to ask. But Eris is gonna walk over, put her hand on Pip's shoulder, and just say, "Pip, you can do anything you put your mind to."
This seems like an incredibly dangerous thing.
Eris
to
is
tell
gonna
me.
glare at.
Oh, okay, all right,
Fisk.
fine. But you know, when we all almost die, it's don't come to Fisk, all right? So,
I mean, Nephira, I know that you're like really sneaky and everything. I just thought Eris first because like her whole job is that she's an investigator, but she's kind of like a spy anyway.
there is
Which apparently is
an
not. I
investigator
don't
is
really
not
know
really a
anything
spy.
about
Okay.
investigators or spies or anything. I don't know. That subject kind of just seemed, no offense, just a little boring. But
Spark will walk over to Fisk and gently like pat his shoulders like, don't worry, with me around, you won't actually die.
I know that was meant to be comforting, but somehow it is not. Somehow it's still terrifying. It's kind of like I will let you almost die, but I will cause you great pain and then I'll bring you back. That's what that sounded like.
I mean,
Oh.
maybe with me around, you won't die. Considering I saved your life last time.
Sorry, I was covered in blood and almost dying, so, you know, I didn't really see everything. No, thank you, Eris, yes. I'm very glad that you saved my life.
Is there any way to have that not come across as a threat?
I
didn't
think it's
mean
all
it as a
I
threat.
think it's all like in the delivery. You got to lighten up, you know? You're too serious, all right?
Oh, okay. Can I sit down and think about?
Maybe to lighten up, you can read the novellas.
Oh, yes. They have a lot of very good lines you could take, yes.
Oh, they're great.
I'm more of a high fantasy type of guy.
Me too.
one of those.
Or
Y'all
any
just
fantasy.
don't appreciate
Or
the art.
It's
The novella.
It reminds me too much of just daily life.
It's nothing like daily life. If I had this much drama in my life,
I mean,
I don't even know.
I don't like the novellas because there's too much like relationship drama. Where's like the drama?
oh no, people kill each other like all the time.
You see Fisk immediately is just staring at you when you say relationship drama. Just like squints.
Spark's face goes beat right here and that as well.
All right,
Like-
all right. Well, okay.
Matches his hair red.
Yeah, he's like, okay, all right. Well, you know, sometimes it is nice to have relationship drama when you're not dying. Okay, sometimes you're just like, simple heartache, so much better than actually your heart being stabbed from being broken by a
Although
knife.
it was pretty crazy when Teresa killed Marianne
All right.
in the fourth book because Marianne was sleeping with Teresa's
Oh my
husband.
god, so fucking crazy. All right. Well, no, if we stay up talking about this, we'll be up all night and we'll be so
You
tired
two
for
were
tomorrow.
You two were taking first watch then?
Are we taking first watch? I can take first.
Sure.
Apparently we are going to talk about
I mean,
it.
I have dark vision, so I think we'll be
Okay,
okay.
great, wonderful. I cannot see. I will just stand here, and if something needs stabbing, I will stab it. Wonderful.
I do have
Oh
a
god, I
spell.
forgot we already had a rogue, so if Nephira adopted that child and raised
So many.
her as
Oh,
a rogue,
roads.
3 rogue
Three rogues.
party.
I'm sad that we didn't get to adopt the child.
Take the
Let's just
child.
fly.
No.
We didn't get to adopt the hellhound. We didn't get to adopt the child.
Look,
Why
my
it's
whole
better
thing
that-
Like,
is
just
not
let
letting
me-
you adopt things.
Mad hates adoption.
That's it.
What I'm hearing.
just
That's
let
exactly
me vicariously live through my character and just like be
You all already
a fantasy
have,
version of a Mandalorian.
you all already have 3 familiars. All right, you're good.
Only 3.
Eventually a 4th if Spark lives long enough
You
to take a
all
second
are
level in Druid.
fine.
And we also have a friendly Fisk.
Yep, exactly.
No, we've adopted Fisk.
You have
At least
adopted
until-
Fisk.
He's the like jaded uncle.
We have Fisk at least until Candlekeep. Or if he somehow actually dies in these next few days.
Fisk better not
Depending
die.
on what jumps
Or
us.
if he happens to be with us when we get
Yeah, right.
however we
Swooped.
end up in
But yeah,
Avernus.
if there's any other things you all want to RP, more than welcome to. Otherwise, we'll roll into watches.
No.
Cool.
I mean, I can cast Tiny Hut as a ritual.
Well, I mean, the party doesn't know this yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
these are all new
Are you just gonna,
skills.
like, plop down with a book and be like, hey guys, check this out?
Look what I can do.
But the question is, are Nephira and Spark gonna talk?
That is the question.
I mean, they are potentially, and depending on how the dice feel, foolishly gonna share a watch.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Pip, are you casting Tiny Hut?
Yes.
Cool.
11 minutes.
11 hours to cast the spell.
Man.
Hold on, guys. I promise I'll be over really quick.
So you all
Are they
see,
theorizing, or you're sure you're not done yet?
yeah, you see Pip
one more minute.
kind of get his spell book out and start mumbling to himself. Not an uncommon Pip thing to do. And Pip, do you want to explain what the tiny hut looks like in regard to either your magic or just in general for anyone who may not know?
Okay. So it's a 10-foot radius dome. You can make it look like anything from the outside. It's opaque. Anything I want it to look like, any color. So I'm thinking maybe like whatever like the dominant color of like the surrounding area is right now.
Like some greenish,
Kind of like camouflage.
Yeah, some like light greenish yellow of like the grass.
Yeah. This looks like a little hill.
Yeah.
So, we're all crowding around in this 10-foot all 5 of us in a 10-foot radius,
Beautiful.
so that we can all pass, like, through it
Mm-hmm.
whenever we want.
Which is a 20-foot diameter, so it's small.
20-foot diameter?
well,
Oh,
10-foot
right.
radius.
Yeah.
Or
Math.
Yeah, math. So it's small, but still a decent size for 5 of you. 2 of you being very small to fit in. But yeah, you all see as Pip finishes casting the spell, this dome appears around you. I believe you all can see out. People just it is opaque for people trying to see in. So there's just a little sheen of.
So if you guys try anything on your
yellowish
watch,
green.
you can't see us watching you.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if you know that.
Nope,
and-
Spark and Nephira would not know that.
Yep, and sound
But
does
wait.
go through as well. Just FYI, if anyone's trying to have sneaky conversations and people are awake. But yeah, this.
Well, that's going to be real fun the first time that blows up in somebody's face.
Yep.
Because again, players know.
Yep.
Pip knows. Maybe
you
Fisk knows.
Yeah, you see Fisk kind of looks at Pip. He's like, "All right, very nice. Okay,
Pip,
I
this
see.
is so
This
cool.
is good."
This
Right?
is super
That's
cool.
really
I just learned this
awesome,
one.
Pip.
I
Nice.
finally got it.
I think you're definitely ready to learn how to fight.
Needs to.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to practice.
Something to do at camp.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'll be part of Second Watch. Who wants to join me?
I can do second watch.
Cool. So
All right.
Pip, are you
So
are you
wake
fine
us when it's our turn.
with third watch by yourself, or
I can do the third watch by myself.
am I doing first watch by myself then? Wait.
I can do it with you.
With
Oh, okay,
Pip.
me and Pip, got it. I thought we were going to stay up talking novellas, but that is fine.
We
don't
were,
have to.
but
I can talk
I-
novellas with Pip. It's fine.
Pip, I love you, but I think you should be on
I love you
watch with
too.
Fisk.
Okay.
Fisk is like, oh, okay, yes. No, that is fine. Yes. Pip and I will be on watch. Pip, can you see in the dark? Okay, great. I cannot. Wonderful. At least one of us can. Can one of you two see in the dark? He points over to Nephira and Spark.
I have access to the light cantrip, so... Oh, wait, that might make us visible.
I can switch with one of y'all. I've got
No,
dark
because-
vision.
Okay, you don't really have.
Oh, well, you're right. One person
can
without
handle
dark
the
vision by
third
themselves
watch.
would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
take third watch. Don't worry.
Yeah, if anything, Nephira and I are kind of hard to kill, and we can be really noisy to wake you if something does descend on us.
Okay.
All right.
Wonderful. Great. Okay, Pip and me. First watch. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Wow. Okay.
Just have good perception.
He does, usually.
Well,
Like
I
a
got a
wisdom
nat 1
stat.
plus 2. So,
That's why I had
so-
Eris take a
Yeah,
third watch.
So, what's everyone else doing during first watch? Is everyone getting sleep, or because you all have other
Spark's
watches?
gonna try to get to sleep, but he has
Yeah.
another watch.
Yeah, I think Eris is gonna sleep soon.
Cool. So you all go sleep. You're like, Fisk has got this. You know,
We're in the
Pip's got
dome,
this,
we should
we're in
be
the
safe.
dome. Yeah.
I'm still just trying to get information out of Fisk, so he's not even paying attention.
Yeah, and Fisk goes on quite a long tangent about multiple different things, as I also rolled a nat 1. Yeah, and it actually is to the point where, like, the rest of you, like, don't want to say anything, but none of you are getting a very good sleep because Pip and Fisk are quite loudly talking and, like, one-upping each other with, it seems Pip has finally managed to get a story that Fisk was willing to tell, and it's getting quite dramatic. Fisk is out here doing a whole performance thing. No one is watching what is happening outside of this this little dome. And before you realize it, it is a little bit past when you actually should have switched and woken up Spark and Nephira, and then you see Fisk kind of has finally settled down. He's like, okay, well, no, so I have another story, right? Were we not supposed... I feel like it's been a while. We should probably wake up the others.
Really? Has it been that long?
I think that story normally takes me a good, like, several hours to tell, so...
Oh, wow.
And I was not embellishing, but I was, you know, really going into the details. So maybe, and Spark and Nephira and Eris, you all hear him talking, and he has been talking for so long. You all are definitely awake. As he's going, we should wake
And
up
I'm like,
the rest of them.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, bye.
Mads, we
Yes.
lost your camera.
No, we lost
I
your
still see you.
camera.
Yeah, we lost
Yeah,
the
I
camera.
see you.
I see everyone.
I see everyone.
Weird.
This is
Hold on, let
wild.
me refresh.
You?
Oh boy.
We need to
Well,
stop
wait,
the
I
double
just
nat
realized
ones, man.
something.
I'm just
Since I
vibing to the part music.
foolishly
Yeah.
refreshed my thing, is that going to make life difficult for you, Mads?
No, it's fine. I'm gonna probably cut this out anyway, so.
Ooh. I typoed gremlins. Please type this out. Yeah, for some reason my Wi-Fi connection just took a nosedive.
Hmm.
Alright, and there we go. Yep, everybody's back.
Yay.
Cool.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry.
Right,
So
Fisk
good.
finishing his rant.
Yeah. Right as Fisk is saying, like, oh, I've been talking for a while. We should probably check and see if we should wake up anyone else. You are already awake,
Oh, okay.
both of you, as he has been quite noisy. So,
We got it, Fisk.
oh, okay.
good, you're up.
You're up. That's fantastic. This is wonderful. Great. So much easier when the watch goes so smoothly, you know. It's really nice. But yeah, Fisk goes and decides and settles down as second watch. A sleepy second watch, the worst watch. And your partners in crime were talking all of first watch. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
So I rolled with disadvantage because no dark vision.
Good.
And the dice are telling a story because I got a beefy 6.
Great. Nephira, anything above, honestly, like a 6.
Oh, I rolled
The
a
highest.
16.
Okay.
Good.
I'm trying to find. There it is. Perception. It's a perception check, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's a +4.
Nice, dirty
That's a
twenty.
dirty
Thank
20.
goodness.
There we go. Yeah, Spark, you can't see shit. You're like, first of all, it's dark out there, and there's like the dome is slightly green tinted, and that's like the worst color to try and see at night already. And so trying to see through it, you feel like you're just looking into a wall of darkness, essentially. But yeah, as you two assume watch, Nephira, you can see out. You see it's a bit of a cloudy night, but no one's really walked by. You're decently away from the road. There's occasionally maybe like a deer that jumps through the grass or another small animal, but for the most part, as you're keeping watch, you don't see any threats, any active threats happening.
Nephira, do you see anything up there? I can't see much beyond the green.
No, it's pretty clear. There isn't anyone or anything nearby that I could see.
Do you want to step out for a bit of the dome and talk without risking holding a fist?
Let the others kind of get some sleep, and we can just step out here, just outside the door. So if we see anyone coming, we can slip inside and watch out from in there.
Yeah. Alright, so as they step out and, again, above table talk, Spark does not know that sound is normally permeable.
Yep.
I feel like it'll still be quiet anyway, just because, like, it's nighttime, we're, like, alone. Like, I would be whispering anyway.
You mean you're not Fisk? You're not going to just shout?
Like Spark said, they're not going to pull a fist.
Yeah. So you all are. It's kind of weird. There isn't a door so much as you kind of just like permeate through the dome, and you kind of go back and are like, "Oh, I can still get back in." Okay, good. But it is a little unsettling to. Especially on the outside now, you do see what Pip was talking about, where it just looks opaque. You can't see in, you can't see anyone, that there's anyone in there. It just looks like a mound of kind of dull greenish yellow. Very, very unappetizing color.
I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to find this if I'd looking.
Yeah.
That's a really neat
it's
spell.
Really cool.
And Spark will use Druidcraft to produce what he remembers as Nephira's favorite flower and hand it to her.
What is Nephira's favorite flower? We're all dying to know.
I realized I could do.
I have no idea what my favorite flower would be. Oh gosh. Are there any like something like purple?
Something purple? Yeah, like
A
violet.
Shade?
Yeah. We'll say it's a purple, nondescript fantasy flower.
Yeah, that works. It's pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
Here you go.
The flower we used to poison Bonnie Javo.
Well, I mean, seeing
Nephira's
as
favorite.
Mads and I talked, it was like, oh, because we're kind of playing fast and loose with Druidcraft parameters, I imagine he couldn't produce he can't produce flowers with a function beyond
so this
looking
one's
nice.
actually safe. This one looks like the poisonous one, but can't poison you. It's beautiful.
And it's not.
Well, that way Spark is like carrying like
even
a
the original
packet
flower.
of seeds.
And like the original flower smelled great.
Mm-hmm.
It was only poisonous if you ate it.
Mm.
So yeah, he will hand it to her with a blush.
Cool. Hang on.
What did you just roll?
Okay. If I did a Constitution saving throw of 12, how much would they be blushing?
A good, a bit, yeah. You know when you're a DM and you're like, hold on, let me figure out what the con save of blushing is for AC romance.
Because I feel like... Because I'm still trying to figure out how just all the numbers work.
I think it's, you're doing better than when you two walked back into Eris's apartment. Pure luck had it that no one immediately called you both out. Also called Fisk was totally wingmanning hard on that one.
Fisk was totally called Fisk is chill.
Yeah, exactly. So you're doing better than that time at least. But
yeah,
it's
so
dark,
just a light dusting of pink.
Yeah, and Spark can't see through the dark, so he can't really tell that you're blushing.
She'll reach out and accept the flower.
It
Smell
might
it and just
take a few days,
Thank
but
you.
I had a thought of maybe I could try making a flower crown for you if you want.
oh my gosh, that would be like so cool. Okay, she's full out blushing now.
And
No roll needed.
Oh.
Absolutely
Yep.
happening.
it's gonna take a little bit. I can't make them terribly fast, but I can continuously. And he just flicks another one into existence. It's better than trying to find them in the woods.
That's amazing. Like, so cool. Thank you, Spark.
Welcome. Maybe once we get to Candlekeep, we can take a day trip together around the city. Once we're done.
That would be so cool. I'd like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish
Maybe we
I was
can-
running.
they-
Oh, sorry.
Hmm?
I was just saying,
What, Mads?
I wish I was running this where you all didn't know you were going to hell, because just the concept of two characters being like, I'd love to take a day trip. I'm like, day trip to hell? Fuck
Yeah.
yes. You all know what this
You want to go on a
is.
date?
Listen, all of us at the table know too that
I know.
we at the table talk, we know our characters' long-term plans for the future come with a big brimstone asterisk.
Look,
This
y'all
is
are
why Eris
taking it
doesn't
serious.
have any plans for the future.
This is why.
This is the only reason why. Nothing
This is
else.
the only reason why.
Eris just feels in her bones that she's gonna end up in Avernus.
Yeah.
She's just constantly thinking about the Duke's dying message.
She is constantly thinking about the Duke's dying message.
And it's just like, what did she mean by that? Does that
No.
place actually exist?
Oh yeah, that's what she's thinking. She's been thinking that since she was in the tomb. Not the tomb. Yeah, the vault.
No, tomb. You put a lot of dead bodies
now.
in it, so
What
it
is a
is
vault
tomb.
if not a money tomb?
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, because that money goes there to die and never be circulated.
Okay. But, I mean, wait, they have a... Candlekeep's supposed to have, like, this really big library and stuff, right? We could maybe go to one of the bookshops and pick out a book, and I can show you my favorite fantasy book, and you can show me yours, and we could read them together. Or
Yes,
we
that
could
would
get
be
each other's
nice.
favorite book, and then we could pick out a new one that neither of us have read and read it together.
Yes. It was so fun. We would be loan library books from Pip's family and talk about them. So like that again.
Yeah.
And I guess they were just kind of big glowing asterisk plans for the future.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Until they realize, oh heck, we need to wake Eris up.
Yeah. Do you two stay outside the dome, or do you like talk a little bit and then decide to head back within the dome. It's a few hours that you're on watch, so...
I would probably stay outside for a little while, like, just to look up at the stars.
Yeah, you see that...
And then just slowly, gradually inch a little closer to Spark.
Spark's doing the inch thing, too. Also, can Spark roll either survival or nature to see if he spots out any of the constellations you could see back at the temple?
Yeah,
You could show
either one,
Nephira.
whatever you...
Probably survival, since he's better at that.
Sure. This is a survival check. He's got to impress Nephira, alright? Survival the fucking fittest.
The dice said yes.
Hey!
Let me see how yes the dice actually said. 23 yes.
When you all had originally stepped out from the dome, there was a little bit of cloud cover. The moon is not super bright. It's kind of a crescent moon. But as the watch went on, the clouds started to pull away, and you were able to easily see every single constellation that you know is in the sky in this hemisphere at this time of year.
Nephira will definitely like look up and just at all the stars and be like, wow, just totally awestruck.
Yeah.
Alright, so something else Druidcraft can do. I'm getting my RP mileage out of this cantrip. Y'all get ready for this.
This is the best RP cantrip in my mind.
So he can create, like, within a small 5-foot cube, like, small sensory effect.
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably just try to recreate, like, the ambient smell of the woods near their home.
Beautiful. Yeah, you can easily do that. I'll just lump that in with that 23 survival check that happened. Yeah, you all are having a nice romantic picnic getaway watch. Honestly, I should have made you roll at disadvantage, Nephira, at this rate. with I think you're a little distracted. But no, you are able to do that. And Nephira, it's probably been, since you had just, like, kind of graduated, since you'd been back at home? Because you traveled quite a bit after, right?
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't have been too long. She wouldn't have stayed in the village very much longer after Spark left, because Spark was the second to last to leave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think, wasn't, like, Pip
he
the
and
first
Val
and then Eris?
I think Eris
probably
was first.
Eris first
would
and
have
then
left around the same time.
Yeah.
We can run that by Jamie
Yeah.
to see if he would have...
Yeah.
If Val would have gone to, like, ranger training before Spark, like, felt the compulsion of a deity calling to him.
Right. But yeah,
But Nephira would not have stayed much longer after.
So it's been at least 2 years. And it's one of those, like, waves of nostalgia that hit you that you didn't think you'd miss, but then you just remember all the times as a kid and growing up and all the adventures, the crazy adventures that the gremlins had before they even were out in the real world having adventures. And yeah, you all spend the rest of your watch kind of, just spending some time under the stars. So fucking romantic. I'm gonna have to remedy this, okay? God.
Near the end of their watch, Spark is going to awkwardly, like, go for a hand with light hesitation.
She'll flash and reach back.
Oh my god. Eris.
Yes.
I'm going to let you, if you roll above an 18 on a perception check, you will have woken up about this time, finishing a long rest, and being like, oh, it's about time for my watch, and you will see them out of the dome, sitting very close to each other.
Actually, this dice has given me 2 18s tonight, so I'm gonna roll it.
All right, let's see.
Yes! Dirty 20!
Oh boy.
As you two are finishing up your watch, you're kind of sitting close, and you're debating. You're like, well, if we go wake up Eris, then, I mean, we could go back to bed, but then this moment is over and you're trying to wait in it for as long as possible. Eris, you kind of wake up and rub your eyes and look over and you notice, you like look around and you notice like it's a bit bare in this dome. And you look and see that Spark and Nephira are outside, and for a second you kind of sit up. That's concerning. Maybe something's going on. And then you see that they're sitting really close to each other, and just from the shadow you can see it looks like their arms are right next to each other. Yeah, and that is what you see as you wake up out of your sleep.
I think Eris is so surprised that, like, she accidentally, like, lets a little produce flame cantrip, like, out of her hands onto the grass.
Oh, no!
Do you smell smoke?
It's just not
and then she's, like, trying to cover it up, like, so they don't realize. I guess I can't see into the dome.
You can see out, they can't see in.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
We just smell
Yeah.
smoke somewhere.
Shoot, what's she gonna do? Well, I guess it's time for her watch, so maybe she'll just pretend to sleep.
So you put out the fire and then pretend to go back to sleep next to a smoldering patch of grass.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
Don't let anyone say that the gremlins are smooth, okay?
You can't set things on fire when the person who's supposed to tell you what things are flammable
Is
is
outside.
asleep. Oh, he's sleeping.
Oh yeah, Fif's asleep.
Yeah,
so
I guess they eventually kind of
as you two are like,
go back in the dome.
yeah, you are like, oh,
He
we're
thinks
gonna
it's
finish
still
up.
him.
Yeah, you finish up and are like, we should go wake up Eris.
And sleep, and actually
sleep.
get sleep.
Yeah, and hope that Eris doesn't decide to talk to herself for 3 hours loudly like Fisk. But yeah, you walk back in, and are you like laying over the burnt spots so they can't see it?
Yeah.
Well, and Eris is still asleep. It smells a little smoky though. Yeah, it's weird, but I mean,
Spark will
it's
gently
nature.
like try to shake her awake. Where it's like, Eris, it's your turn.
Oh, I feel like I got no sleep.
Hmm.
It's fine. I'm
All
good.
right. Would it be fair to say that Spark and Nephira are both still blushing furiously?
probably, yeah.
I feel like the person have toned down a bit, so it's not like
Yeah.
huge, but like it's there. It's there.
This
Did
is
y'all
take-
have
this is take two
a
the
good
next time.
watch? Anything I need to be updated on?
Not yet. I don't think so.
No, Nephira's just holding this her favorite flower.
That-
Oh, where'd you find that flower?
Spark made it for me, actually. It's this new
oh, sorry. And Spark will awkwardly like make one of what he remembered Eris's favorite flowers to be. I can do this with a cantrip I learned recently.
Yeah, it's this new spell. It's so cool.
Shoot, I haven't thought of Eris's favorite flower. We'll say it's a lily.
Y'all need to think about that
Think
because
about
you might be
look,
making flower
D&D
crowns for everybody.
questions.
Oh,
Obviously
thank
the
you,
most important.
Spark. That's so nice. Oh, it smells really good too. All right, this is a great start to a third watch. Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you.
You too. Good night, Eris.
They're both
Eris is gonna go for her
got
watch.
away with it.
Smooth.
Smooth. Yeah. All right, Eris.
Not even a day, and they've been caught.
Yeah, give me this watch. You've rolled too many good rolls. I'm waiting for that one to come up.
A two's already come up, so we'll see. Perception check for my watch.
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay, not that bad. 16.
16? Okay. Yeah, as Nephira and Spark head to get some rest, you take watch. You know that morning is going to be arriving soon-ish. It is still I guess winter, winter time. So the sun comes up a bit later. But you now have this flower from Spark, and you're left Eris is left alone with her thoughts in morning watch, as to do with what she will. So
Yeah, she's definitely gonna look over her notes, maybe add a few notes to them. And she's also probably gonna mess around with her rapier, because it's been quite a while since she's had a rapier, so she had a bit of practice with one. She's gonna practice with it. Yeah.
Nice.
Have a nice chill watch, unless she notices something or doesn't.
Yeah. You have a pretty easy watch. Nothing really happens. Again, a few animals kind of hop on by or pass in the distance. You slowly hear the birds start to awaken as morning comes too, and you're practicing with this rapier. It seems very well balanced. You note that the silvering on the weapon doesn't seem to have affected the balance points or anything, and it's very good craftsmanship. So you're quite pleased with your purchase as morning comes, and everyone's alive. Fisk only
Long
needs to
rest?
make it 3 more days. Yep, everyone gets a long rest. The only person who's done anything is Spark with all of his stuff.
He needs those level 1 spell slots back. He only has 4.
On day 6, it is
When Eris
Wednesday,
goes
my
in to
dudes.
wake everyone up, she's gonna see where Nephira and Spark are sleeping.
Where are Nephira and Spark sleeping?
Now that's actually a good question.
Because here's the thing is, I feel like just even as kids growing up, like Nephira would definitely have been a cuddler. I would have always wanted to cuddle with someone at night. So I feel like it wouldn't even be that weird for them to already be cuddling.
It's not weird to Pip. The only person it's not weird to is Pip, because Fisk knows, and now Eris has some suspicion. So if you two are, cuddling next to each other, then
we probably are, since at least through so much of RP, Spark seems to be very much a touchy-feely friend of.
He's a cuddly guy. I like to imagine they're like sleeping back to back, like the really cute, like
So
just
cute.
like Spark and like and their feet. So you notice that Eris, and you're like, how? How?
Is this different,
you look
or
back
is
at your
this the
notes.
same?
Yeah, you look back at your notes and you're like, it was there all along. But yeah, you are able to wake everyone and get started for the day. As people are starting to wake up, Pip, I believe the dome lasts 8 hours.
8 hours.
So it is slowly kind of starting to almost glitch, deteriorate down into the ground.
That smells amazing.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm so glad I finally learned it. Now I can use it all the time.
Did everyone?
And we don't have to worry about a place to sleep.
Oh, I slept
Sorry,
so well.
Fizz.
It was so good. I was just going to say, did everyone sleep well? I slept so well. It was so good. It was very good.
Yeah. It's
I
nice.
good.
Nights are nice, but sleeping on the forest ground has its own comfort to it.
Mm-hmm.
I
It really
cannot agree,
does.
actually. No. Give me a bed any day. But I will say the
sleep
dome
anywhere.
was nice. But all right.
Well, I spent several years just sleeping on the forest floor because I
They did.
kind of grew up in the woods and on the streets for a while. So it's comforting for me.
His eyes flick between Spark and Nephira, both agreeing that like sleeping on the floor is very good. And it's like, right, okay, it's so early. All right, let's make food. No, I guess we don't need to technically eat because we had the good berries and they last like 24 hours.
Yeah, I still don't have my appetite back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess we just hit the road.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Yeah, and you all gather your things up and hit the road for day 2, headed towards Candlekeep.
First thing Pip does upon waking up is prepare sending, so now I have that.
Nice. Yeah, the second day goes pretty smoothly. Again, I don't want to how do I put this? If there's things you want to bring up for RP, go ahead. Otherwise, I will just kind of fold us along into whatever I have
Spark,
planned. So,
not wanting to be potentially unfair now, would Druidcraft pick a flower he remembers him being drawn to?
all right,
And look
Pip,
over
what's your
to
flower?
Viv.
Everyone has to suffer and immediately.
Actually,
have
have
to think
thought
of their
about
favorite
this, and the idea of a flower crown is kind of because his favorite flower is a sunflower.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
It's adorable.
But listen, leave it to me taking an RP cantrip to be like, okay, tea or coffee?
Yeah, right.
Basically asking that question.
Except worse, tea or coffee, you already have a 50-50 shot of an answer.
Right. And Spark will look over at Fisk and he's like, would you like a flower too?
That's Fisk's favorite flower.
I think Eris's flower has like already dried on her ear.
Oh yeah,
Um,
so warm.
How long do they last?
However
Like when it's
long natural flowers last, you
Yeah, I
can
would
just...
say it's similar to whatever a normal picked flower
Okay.
lasts. It's just Eris emanates a lot.
emanates heat.
What can I say? She's hot.
This is the reason why you made this character. Just
Yep.
for the joke. Yeah.
I appreciate the joke as somebody who loves fun.
Yeah. You see that Fisk goes, well, all right. If I had to say, like, look. No, wait, I want you to guess, right? I like novellas. I just consider myself like a very...
You like
sentimental
roses.
guy. Oh my god, see, yes, of course. It's always roses, okay? They always give them
And he-
roses.
Who's out one without thorns if he can manage that much with this cantrip?
Yeah, for sure. And he's like, oh, this is wonderful. Ah, thank you, Spark. And he just
And
tucks it
Spark kind
into
of
his like
Pauses, thinks about some of the scenes that Eris has probably gushed about, and he's just kind of thinking like, heck, I could be dramatic with this flower.
Dude,
He
the person
already
who
has
already
been.
said they don't like romantic drama.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Because-
some is
So
okay.
romantic.
Some is okay. It's when it's like so convoluted and like throughout all
Okay.
the books. It's like, okay, enough is enough. Just
Here's
pick a
okay.
person
Here's
and
what
stop.
I was about to say. Here's where I think Spark and me will agree. Where it's like, talk like actual people. Don't drag it out.
It's called communication.
Yeah.
Please.
This
Like,
is
I'll make
the
this comment.
conversation that's happening at 9:30 in the morning as you all are walking.
it's
Bored
like-
already.
Eris
Listen.
is gonna go up to Spark and be like, so Spark, where'd you get this fun flower idea from?
I don't know. I just remember how we'd like to pick them a lot as kids, and
I mean,
I realized that with me making use of some of the druidic arts I used to see, I could do this. Oh, Eris, Pip, come in close. And he'll do the same, like, forest scent thing with druidcraft.
Yeah.
This is another
Wow.
thing I can do with that.
wow! It smells
you
like
teach me that?
home. That's
Doesn't
so
it?
cool.
I mean,
and like all having our favorite
Eventually-
flowers, and we could always find our favorite flowers in the forest at home, and it reminds you of home so much, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I've been thinking about home a lot.
Yeah, I should go back to see my mom.
I guess I took for granted how close by I used to be.
Yeah, I haven't been home in like 2 years. 3 years? It's a long time.
I swung by before leaving for Baldur's Gate.
Oh, how is everyone?
They all seem to be doing well. Oh, right. Hope your parents send their regards and hope you're doing well in the city. I totally
Oh.
forgot to pass that message on. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I write to
fine.
them sometimes. Oh, I need to send a letter. Oh no. I'll do that when we get there.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Oh, speaking of like all the letters and stuff, I can't remember. Did I have I told you guys yet about
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I told you already how I couldn't I couldn't figure out how to write a letter to everyone like you guys did, because I'm not good with writing letters, and you all know I'm not good at writing letters. But well, on my travels and stuff, every time I saw something that reminded me of you, I got it, and not saying bought or stole, just acquired
it through a merger, an acquisition of theirs and my things.
Oh shoot! Would an Eris insight?
Okay, but she did actually buy some of it, and then some of it was just like, I mean, it's just a variety of different things. Sometimes it was just a cool rock that I found on the road, or anytime I was in the woods and I saw like a cool rock or a leaf or something that would remind me of you. Well, I would pick it up, but some of it is stuff that I found it in the different towns and stuff. Like I found one of your novellas at this one place, and anyway, I bought that for you. And anyway, I got some stuff, and well, I've kind of been hiding it all. I got this little stash hidden. It's close to home. So I figured, based on how everything that's happened so far, I might as well tell you where it is now. So just in case, But we can go in and dig it up, and I can get it to you.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that sounds
When we
great.
get home, because I
Something
did
to
swing
do
back home
after Candlekeep.
and tucked it away at back at home. It's by our hideout in the woods. So yeah,
Nice.
it's not much.
Maybe
Just
we
some
should all
stuff that
take
maybe can give you.
a trip home and after Candlekeep.
Yeah, Spark will pause and think if there's like any holidays or festivals coming up soon.
So you just had basically the New Year festival. So there isn't really anything until later in the spring. So you would all have a month or two until there would be any big festival, kind of the start of like the warmer weather, which is for a village that does a lot of farming and a lot of logging. That's always a nice fun festival, which is happening in a few, like probably 2-3 months. So
it gives us some time, but maybe we should make our return for the spring festival.
Yeah, let's
And that's
do
right
it.
before my birthday too.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be nice, and I can give you stuff that I found.
Yeah.
And we can.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
awesome. As you all walk along, I'm just curious now. Nephira, Spark, and Eris, give me an insight check. Sorry, Pip, you have not unlocked this.
Oh no.
It's okay. You could have said everyone, and I still wouldn't have done it. You
I
made
got
a total of maybe 2.
a 6.
Cool.
Wow.
Great.
I rolled a 7,
Great.
and my insight is up. Wait, I have advantage though. I forgot
Is
that I
that
have
just
advantage.
for magic? What do you have advantage on insight for?
Hover over the A.
I think
and
it's
it should
from my
tell you.
dagger.
That's
Oh.
for-
Anyway, I rolled a 9 this time.
Oh, okay.
And it's a +1, so 10.
So 10, 12, and less than that. Yeah, there's no, everyone's just kind of thinking about home as you all walk along. Nothing insightful comes across all your brains.
Just thinking about
So, Meds, is this
Grant,
going to be
right?
another, thing you tell us out of character once
Probably, yeah.
Oh my
safely
God.
away from the relevant thing? So it's like, okay, I know y'all are curious, and
Yep.
it's too late to do anything about it. Here's what that insight check was for.
Yeah. But you all spend the rest of the day, you know, walk for a bit, take your breaks as needed, get some water, and it after about 8 or 9 hours of walking, It's starting to get dark again. It gets dark early. The cursed winter months of it being like 5 and already like nearly pitch dark. So unfortunately, you don't have a lot of light to travel by.
And it's
on
currently
the
like
shield.
early January, so like
Yeah.
dead winter too.
So
Oh,
he's gonna
gosh.
take a gander for a spot, and
Yeah.
hopefully he won't be distracted. Right,
You
Dice?
know, we'll see.
If
Yes,
he's
this is the first
distracted,
one.
Eris is here.
Eris needs to
It's
check
nine
because he rolled another nat one.
Oh
He's
my
too
god!
busy. He's too
Eris
busy.
got a 10.
Okay.
He's too busy in
I
his
rolled
own
a
head
9,
being
and then I have
like,
a +4. So
What is this against survival?
Survival.
yeah, I did survival.
Yeah, I just got
I
10.
did a 9 +4.
Oh, I got a 3.
That is a total of 13.
So Fisk is gonna come in clutch. But yeah,
Yeah.
Bert's just too busy in his head being like, oh man, hopefully he'd be showing off that the others didn't cheapen the fact that I showed it to Nephira first.
Right. Yeah, you all are walking, and eventually
Dice,
you see Fisk kind of go like, so I cannot see. I know many of you also cannot see, so why are we still walking?
See,
Well, I can help.
Alright.
Eris is gonna hesitate for a second and then cast Produce Flame.
Why did you hesitate?
The last
What are you talking about?
I know.
Wait,
I
I thought
saw it. I
I've-
cannot see a lot, but I saw it with my whole 2 eyes. You were like, that is very noticeable.
one of the last times we used Produce Flame, I had just opened a door with natural gas behind it.
Let me guess. Boom. Happened. Yes.
it was very traumatizing.
Eris is gonna
I don't
walk
like
away.
doors anymore.
I don't need my light. Get from somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't even need it. Uncast Produce Flame. I can see in the dark.
As Eris walks away, Spark is distracted, like flashback moment of like, oh yeah, nearly exploded. Fisk will just like go to Nephira like, okay, so we're down like 2 already. Can we maybe find somewhere real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
great.
Let's look
Yeah,
for a
let's do
place.
that. Wonderful. And you again, it's still only like 2-ish days outside of Baldur's Gate, so it's still pretty flat. It's going to be another similar situation where there's not a lot of trees near the road, so you're just going to have to go off kind of in a fielded area and make camp. I know Eris doesn't get too far, but like stalks, you're probably at like the back of the pack as everyone's headed towards camping.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you were
I'm
all
gonna sulk a
able to-
little bit.
Good. You were all able to set up camp for the night.
Man, the RV just doesn't do well for Eris whenever Produce Flame comes up.
No.
Look, it's gonna save her life eventually.
One
She's
day.
gotta come back.
Eris is actually gonna go up to Pip. And say, Pip, okay, so we need to practice your fighting. There's not a lot of time, and we need
Okay.
well, both of us have dark vision. Why don't just take a watch, and if everything's good, I can show you some things? Yes.
Spark's gonna take some of the downtime before sleep to start working on the flower crown for Nephira.
Wonderful.
Actually, we could probably do it now. Since we both have dark vision, so.
That's true. Before we do that,
Pardon me, I need to look up how many flowers it usually takes to do one of these, and if we say
Yeah.
it takes them like
How big is the flower? That's the question. How big
It
is
probably
the
won't
like a
take too long, because
small,
Nephira's head's
normal
probably not that
flower
big.
That's fair.
True.
Probably like 20. I don't know. 20 seems like an appropriate number of flowers for. I feel like the longer thing is going to be threading them into a crown, because that you actually have to like do.
Oh, okay, then
Yeah. So
alright, cool. In less than 10 minutes, he's able to produce enough flowers and
yeah,
start
it's more just the threading that
working on it.
would probably take you like, I don't know. I'm not artsy. I'm gonna make up like an hour. Someone artsy, get at me. I don't know.
I was about to say, our first comment ever is
Yeah,
going to
be
be
like,
someone.
actually, and a
It
flower
takes like
crown
10
takes-
minutes to make a flower
I
crown.
could
Yeah.
do 3
It depends
minutes
on how
for
good
that.
you are at it. Like, I have
Yeah.
tried to make flower crowns before, and I have
Yeah,
a friend
for
who
sure.
has made them, and, like, it really depends on your skill level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This is the first time in years. I imagine he's only tried it once as a kid and
Mm-hmm.
was like, not dexterous enough. And made a very crude one and then never did it again.
Yeah. Hip and Eris, I believe, are maybe going to do some sparring.
Maybe?
As everyone else
Actually,
is getting ready for
before
Fight.
Yeah, before that, I want to go to Fisk again and say how long again until we get to Candlekeep?
Oh, it should be like maybe three more full days. We'll probably get there close to the evening on the third day, if that is if everything holds up. So
Okay.
Before you and Eris start practicing, you have that spell to talk to people from a distance?
Yes, that's actually why I was asking him. Because I want to talk to my sister. So I was gonna, and I don't know how, except for this. But then it's only like a one way. But
Oh, it's only one way?
well, I mean, it's like she can speak back, but then I can't speak back again without casting it again.
How many times can you do it in a day?
How many third level spell slots do I have? Twice.
yeah, too.
Okay. Talk with your sister. We'll touch
No, it's
base
okay.
with Dodge and Mortlock tomorrow.
I can talk to two people. I can, if she responds, I can just talk to her again tomorrow.
Well, you might want to respond tonight, so see about that first.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you? Do you think that you're pretty concise? Because I don't think that I am. Really, I mean, I know that I'm not. I know that it's got a word limit. And I've been trying.
I'm ready to count. I am ready to be the Travis Wildenham for this group.
No, you are gonna jester the fuck out of this spell, aren't you?
You're lucky there's a word limit.
Whoever came up with that in D&D Beyond, thank you.
So, left hand will be the number of fives you've used. Right hand would be how many counts in the current set of five. So, like,
I mean, I've gotten it down to 25 words. But the thing is that, like, just for like roleplay flavor and everything, because I tried.
Stu, I would like that for me. Thank you for responding.
Oh, for me also to track your response.
Yes, please.
All right. I am in a power stance. Let's go. I feel like I can ramble in it. It's the first time you're using it, right? So use both, and you haven't spoken with her in a while.
Yeah, I mean, she writes sometimes, but I can't always write back because I don't know where she is because she lives on a ship. But
I would say don't worry about the words until the reply message.
Okay.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay, now I'm... Is this even good? I don't even know.
That's great.
Just stick to it in character. Can we say, for the sake of Pip, Spark, if Pip conveys the 24-minute word limit, he would absolutely be like, hold on, I'll count for you.
Yeah.
So you know when you're down to your last 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. This sounds terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna cast Sending to my sister, Lenaria. I'm gonna say, hi, Nari, it's Pip. New spell. You okay? Concerned. Candlekeep rendezvous in 3 days if possible? Or contact me somehow otherwise, please. Might be bad? And that's 25 words.
God, that's harder than I thought.
Well, you finish this incantation and cast the spell, and you hear your sister's voice come back.
Hold on,
Hey,
Matt.
Pip?
My internet being kind of weird. Let me see if I can close some.
I can also
all
count.
the tabs. Everyone count all the time. I'll just have 3 people to look at.
We'll say
I'm
Eris
not
is
good at this
counting.
game. You've played Trivia Murder Party with me. I'm not good.
Okay.
Tater's better.
So
I can't use one hand at a time, so
that's fine.
let's be counting.
Okay. You see that, or you finish this incantation and you wait a few seconds. Feels like forever. As you hear your sister come back. Hey, Pip. Long time no talk. This is a new spell. This is awesome. Don't think Candlekeep will work. I'm farther than 3 days out.
I think that's about 25.
Yeah, we'll say that's
Yeah.
as much as she gets across
Okay.
to you.
I didn't think about doing it twice, so I'm just gonna wing it. We're just gonna wing it, okay?
Also,
Okay.
stuff is stable enough, so
All right, switch it
Paisley
up.
can tag out.
Oh, okay. I had scary dreams about you, so I was worried. But you're okay. How many words do I have left?
You're only
You're on
12
13.
deep.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Cool.
around there.
We'll say that was in any character interaction. So, okay, cool, came across it. Oh, how many words left? So you're on 16 words. Actually, that's a bit unfair. Sorry, just humor.
Yeah, you got a few left.
Everything good? I had something in my head and it's gone. Talk when we can. Okay?
You got 5 words, I think, about.
Like, stick to 5, yeah.
Yeah.
I counted, Don't the words count?
No, the was me. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Any is just me.
Hard.
Glad to hear from you. And that's 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
you wait again and hear your sister. I'm fine. Just helping a local, well, not local, village. I miss you lots and hope we can talk soon. Love you. And then that is the rest of the message. She doesn't use all of the words. She's not a wizard. She's going to just kind of come across with whatever.
So Pip will randomly hear the next 4 words she speaks in like a minute.
Yeah. No, it cuts off once the intent is done. But yeah, that is what you hear from your sister. No one else can hear her response to you, as that's in your head. But they can absolutely hear you talk out loud to yourself, which, I mean, is also nothing new for Pip. So he might have been casting a spell. He might have also just been talking to himself. So.
Oh,
I can't say love you back. I was gonna say it, and I was like, no, I'm gonna say something else. I can't say
Pip,
it
sorry. I just had a thought, and I don't know if it's doable. The next time you use that spell, maybe try mentally connecting with one of us? Maybe we can hear what's coming into you? Also, sounded like she responded, so
yeah,
good to hear from her.
Yeah. She says that she's okay, but I don't really know. She always kind of says things that I don't really believe. She's kind of private. And the thing is that I haven't really been doing insight checks because he wouldn't, but she is the one person that he would insight check, so can I?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
See what you glean from a disembodied voice. Look, this is where Pip's gonna get his nat 20 on insight.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, no.
I rolled another 5, and I have a -1.
No.
At least it wasn't a 0.
Yeah.
I might as well have been.
Yeah, she sounds like she's, helping people.
She doesn't
and
sound
doing
cursed.
Well. She, as much as you can tell with a phone call, she does not sound cursed.
Yeah,
her
and she
voice very much is the
responded,
same.
so that's good.
Yeah. No, like, real
She's alive
tone
out there
change.
somewhere.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Also, before we took our break, I did just roll a random dex check for Spark working on the flower crown.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever flavor it's worth, 17 total.
Classic. The dice are shipping this hard, okay?
Yes, they really
They
are.
really are
As
shipping
they
this hard.
should.
It is
Then the wholesomeness is just
yeah.
going to be a good motivation for whatever's to come for them.
Yes.
It is a beautiful flower crown. You're very proud of your work. You're like, hell yeah, still got it. Woodworking, flower crown making, same shit, apparently.
Spark just has good hands with nature.
Yeah.
And he lightly lowers it on the figure of his head to let her know it's done. Here you go.
Oh gosh, Spark, this is so pretty. Thank you.
And he's kind of too focused on, yes, this is good, to think to not have this be in view of the rest of the group.
Oh, yeah, Eris clocks that.
But true to form, Pip is very distracted about whether or not his sister is cursed or not, and sees this flower crown, which is like, okay, like, you did say you were, probably was there, and was like, oh, cool, it looks great, Spark finished it. And then goes back to thinking really hard about the last time he talked to his sister, and if she sounds any different.
I'll also mention this kind of on circling back to the whole, potential cuddlers. Thinking about when Spark's probably cuddled with all the gremlins at some point in sleep.
Yeah.
Probably just a question
it's
of
cold in fucking the village.
Who was within arm's reach and who was comfortable enough to immediately not go, and slide out from under him.
I don't know if Eris is a cuddler.
Eris
I know
probably
that
not a cuddler
I
because she
rolled
gets warm
for
all the time.
if Pip was cold natured or hot natured, and he runs really hot, according to the dice. And I did like headcanon that he only sleeps in his underwear, so he probably doesn't like to cuddle in his sleep.
Eris probably cuddles if everyone else is cold. She's like, okay, you can be near me to. I'll warm you up.
She'll be the space heater. Very nice.
She's willing to be the space heater, but she's not much of a cuddler outside of that.
And Pip also moves a lot in his sleep, so he probably wouldn't be nice to cuddle anyway.
Pip's the one who ends up somehow perpendicular, just feet into someone's back, and it's like,
yeah, Spark just kind of
I just wake up and his legs are just slung over your back.
Yeah,
because I personally headcanoned that when they were younger and in the woods and stuff, they would sometimes camp out in their hideout in the woods, and they would just sleep in this cuddle pile essentially.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so cute. Pip would probably be the one to end up on top.
Oh yeah,
and just spread eagle.
But yeah,
Spark just woke up in the apartment with Pip, and he's like, "Those are a speed in my back."
Yeah, it's like, Pip, how did you get off the bed and onto the floor? It just migrates across the fucking the dome all night.
Yeah, it's just like you mentioned, somehow perfectly perpendicular to the center of his ass, and it's just complementary angles.
Yeah. But yeah, Spark finishes that crown, and Pip, you finish your sending spell. And at this point, Fisk has taken to starting to heat up a little bit of the bread over the fire, trying to get crispy, and is basically jump-starting dinner, so that way Spark does not give everyone a good berry again, as this man does not want to eat one.
When Spark sees that, he's like, that's fair. He kind of looks at Fisk, is like, after yesterday, good berries only if we encounter somebody who's in desperate need.
Yes, we are not in desperate need. We have rations. I will crisp up some bread.
That poor kid's little brother.
Oh, it will toughen him up. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh, kids have a really good sour tolerance.
That's fair.
It's sour candy. They'll be fine.
I mean, it's something a long way off, but one day I might have the capacity to actually make whole meals.
That would be
cool.
That would be cool.
That'd be good.
Spark unaware that it's gonna come out bland.
Yeah.
Look, could you
No.
make spices and then we can spice it ourselves?
That's usually a DM discretion thing.
Look, when you go adventuring, you always need two things, right? Like your sleeping bag and spices. You carry some Tabasco with you, and you put it on everything. All right, it's perfect. Then it doesn't matter how bland the food is. All right, this is from an old guy, okay, who did a lot of adventuring. Get yourself some sauce and bring it with you.
I guess the one wearing Candlekeep.
Oh, they have a wonderful sauce shop. You can get so many different sauces. And they never go bad because they're always with vinegar. So, they last for a very long time.
I would just get, like,
Maybe that's what I should bring Cassius.
dried
I wanted a book,
herbs
but
type of spices.
maybe I should bring sauce instead.
Oh, that would be very good. I approve of this, I think.
You should, Pip, you should ask Cassius what kind of sauce he likes.
You should.
Just have nightly call on the party.
Hey, just wondering.
Cassius is just like closing up shop one day and hears Pip's voice in his head and he's just kind of like,
It's okay. He's
do
a
I miss him that
spellcaster.
badly?
He's aware of sending. At least it's not super creepy. But yeah,
that
what else
creepy.
At least this isn't how many NPCs did Jester just send to when it's like, oh, they haven't spoken in universe in months, like the Plank King.
Yep.
She's just like, hey, what's up, Plank King?
Yeah,
How's it been since you've exiled us?
when you gotta
I mean,
flip
to be
through
fair, he'd probably
30.
do something similar that he did with his sister. Be like, hey, it's Pip, new spell. Anyway, what sauce do you like? You like spicy.
You spell who this?
But yeah, what Fisk kind of finishes up making some food for everyone. What else are people doing? Is Eris giving Pip that sword lesson?
Yeah. Well, not a
I gotta
sword
do this.
lesson. Whichever. Pip, do you want to learn how to use daggers or quarterstaff today?
Ooh, daggers.
Nephira's just like daggers off to the side. They're eating dinner.
I mean, I'm pretty skilled with.
Nephira literally has 13 daggers.
Yeah.
And then
Snark would help
Fisk
Fisk
has one
with
of them.
making dinner.
Great.
I mean, maybe we can start with the quarterstaff. That'd be easiest, right? I think.
Okay, Eris is gonna find a stick
Yeah.
that is big enough to use as
You
a quarterstaff.
You don't have to
She's
use the
gonna-
same weapon, right?
She's gonna go through the forms with Pip and show him all the quarterstaff tricks.
Great. Give me a dexterity check for both of
Okay.
you. I guess athletics or acrobatics, depending on whatever
Sweet.
y'all want.
19.
Nice.
I'm gonna do acrobatics because I actually have a plus to that, so it's gonna be a 4. Like it matters.
Hey, Morgan, do you want to go get different dice or like?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right.
Let
Just
them hear
checking.
you.
Okay, all right.
I was about to say, listen, I am all for dice commitment. Even if Spark
I
is another
rolled a 25 earlier. Okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
This is listen.
this
He's
is
not
making up.
good at this. This is the thing.
So
He's
yeah,
learning.
This is what
Listen,
is learning.
this
the
is
dice
very
in
much-
this
He can't be good at
container
it right away.
are
Pip
Spark
so much.
dice. No other dice will be used for Spark so long as I own this.
Yes,
Well, I mean, this is
exactly.
empty, but the dice are on the table.
And the thing is, I almost did roll well because I did roll a 2. So I got really close.
You all start to go through the motions, and it looks a lot like the beginning of Mulan, where Pip just like trips a bit, kind of like gets the quarterstaff like in between his own leg. It's very much an intriguing 45 minutes of Eris helping Pip where his hand should be on the quarterstaff, how to block. And at the end, Pip, you are incredibly sore. But hey, you feel like you might do a bit better next time. So
Right.
Nice.
All that matters.
All right, Pip, that was a very, very interesting start.
Really?
Yeah, maybe next time we could learn how to use daggers. And
Maybe
hopefully
just
that will
swap it
go
at the mouth
a lot
dagger.
better. And yeah, you'll eventually be very competent. I'm a great teacher, so I'm sure that in no time you'll be out there, probably not fighting with these, unless you really need to. And that's what's important, that you can use them effectively if you have
that's
to.
The thing. Is that I do have my magic, but I don't always have it, and
Nope,
it is nice to have to use, and I do have a really good teacher.
Oh, thanks.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
You're really good.
Thank you.
So good at fighting.
I try really hard.
But yeah, as you all settle down for the evening, you get some food. Who is taking what watch?
Should we do the same watch groups?
Same watch group.
Or switch it up?
Up to y'all.
I mean, Spark would vote for the same watch groups for
Wow, would he? No. Wow.
to everybody but Pip, obvious reasons.
Yeah. Spark says that, and just Fisk is all right, okay, yes, that's fine. So Fisk and Pip have first watch. Let's see if we do better than 2 nat 1s.
We can't roll 2 nat 1s twice in a row, right?
Don't
we
tempt the
can't.
dice.
I almost did, though. I got 19 plus perception. I got 21.
Nice. This time, Pip, you see that Fisk is a bit quieter today. He's an older guy. This is day 2 on the road. After a very traumatic, he's had a week. All right, you all have had a week. He's also had a week. And you see he's kind of not really nodding, but definitely doing the staring off into the distance during watch. So he's not talking, and you are able to actually pay attention and take watch. And you see that it's pretty quiet again. You're getting farther and farther away from a lot of the major cities, as Baldur's Gate and El Terrell, what was El Terrell, are to the north, and Waterdeep is even farther north. So just the amount of traffic here. You see, kind of midway through your watch, you see a horse-drawn cart that has lanterns on both ends, kind of just head on down the road. Doesn't stop. I'm assuming you had again put up the dome, so
yeah.
So it doesn't seem to stop. It seems to be just going through the night. They don't notice you all, and it is now second watch. So, Spark.
Man, it's gonna be a real shame when I roll something ridiculous for that 19.
Yeah. Let's see.
I rolled a 19 and a 4, which means the perception check actually
I rolled
is a 6. You gotta love disadvantage.
Perception, so that's a +4. So it's like a 16.
A 16
total.
and a 6.
Yep, man, this green backlight from the dome makes it so hard to look out of it.
Yeah, you all, a similar thing where, Spark, you're this sucks. You're I cannot see. I gotta talk to Pip about the coloring of this dome, because I gotta, stick my head out, and then I still can't see anything.
So, yeah, we'll probably sit outside again. Or at least
Yeah, I was about to say, similar thing, stargazing together.
Yeah. And you, your watch goes by again. It's nearly the middle of the night. There isn't too much of a moon tonight. It's a lot harder to see the stars. You can see them occasionally poke through, but there is a pretty heavy cloud coverage. And you feel kind of the wind pick up a bit as you all are sitting outside the comfort of the dome. It is a bit chilly. And Spark, you would know just from kind of your attunement with nature, there's probably going to be some sort of winter storm coming in the next few days. Just You're like, great, get ready for it to be a cold and wet walk towards the end of your journey to Candlekeep. So
I feel like
Stark
Nephira would shiver just a little bit, kind of pull her cloak closer and
my god.
scooch
Stark
closer
would probably
to Spark.
actually move his cloak over to reach
Yeah.
over to hers.
So Nephira would absolutely just start cuddling with Spark.
Yeah. As you
He
all
would
kind
be
of just-
nervous at first and accept it.
as you
Well,
all
he's
cuddle-
better be used to it by now.
Yeah,
They've
right.
been doing this like their
I
whole
mean,
lives.
I was about to say it's the whole thing for him where it's like, this is normal. Why do I feel awkward about this?
Right.
That is his whole take on this.
Mm-hmm. But
Hey,
you're-
Spark, should we like tell the others
Wait, do you think
or
we-
not, or just kind of figure it out, or
I feel like, do we have anything more to really figure out with this? Since
I don't
kinda
know.
wanna-
Do we?
I don't think so.
I've never dated anyone before. I don't know.
Neither have I. I guess we should tell them at some point when it feels right to mention. I
Yeah.
get the feeling that Fisk is absolutely aware.
Oh, probably. I think.
The way he's given us some pointed looks recently, it's just he's
Mhm.
gotta know. But yeah, we should probably tell them at some point soon.
Yeah, I guess so.
Something for us to figure out tomorrow, but yeah, we should probably. Did you bring warm clothes with you in your bag?
Yeah, I've got my warm cloak, and I mean, I'm typically dressed in black long sleeves and leather, and I mean,
It's all that stuff that doesn't breathe.
I'll be fine. I'm typically
Yeah.
a bit warm in summer, but I'll probably be okay. I mean,
I'll
if
make
I get
sure
really
to-
cold, I can just come.
True.
If it gets really cold, I can just go cuddle with Eris, but
I mean, Eris is actually probably going to keep the dorm nice and toasty.
that's true.
But I wouldn't mind carrying you for part of the travel if it's cold.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I've always liked walking with you.
Mhm.
Get to see so much more of the world from your shoulders.
True.
But yeah,
Almost triple is what you can see.
Yeah.
really though.
Listen, height differences.
Mm-hmm.
Complementary contrast and height differences.
So, such a big height difference.
Ridiculous.
I love it.
But
It's like 4 feet almost.
Yeah,
but
because it's like
yeah.
2'10" versus like 6 foot.
No, it's almost 3 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's just on the cusp since Spark's tall for a human, but he's not like giant kin tall. Maybe I'll roll a Fierborg next. just bust out off-brand Caduceus clay.
Yeah. But yeah, you all finish. You see your watch is starting to come to the end, and it is time to wake up Eris.
Go in, lightly jostle Eris awake. Hey, it's your turn.
All right, slept so much better. This
That's
is going to be
good.
a good watch.
Spark kind of looks over, is like, yeah, Fisk luckily didn't ramp tonight.
Yeah, I'm growing tired of his stories about it. Come on. Which I didn't think would be
Interesting
possible
story. It was
because
just
she's
bad
so
timing.
cool. But
It's a really cool story. I just wanted to get.
I just want,
first.
I was so tired
It would
all
have been
day.
nice. But hopefully it won't come up again right before we go to sleep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. Good night.
Night.
Good luck with your watch.
Thanks.
All right, Eris, go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. Oh no.
Oh no.
6.
I mean,
Solid.
Eris has potential reason to stay in the dome, unlike
Yeah, right?
Spark and Nephira who want some alone adjacent time.
Yeah, right. Pip, go and give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm so good at these. These are
Y'all,
literally
maybe I
I'm
should just
best
put
at.
all my upcoming levels into Paladin until Spark gets Aura.
My wisdom saves are better now. I do have a +2 now.
Hey, there you go.
So
Okay, y'all, the next 2 levels
okay,
Spark's going into Paladin.
it's a 19.
19.
Oh,
Whoa.
Look at me. So wise little man.
Today.
man,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
17 on, that's a 17 on the dice.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Pip, come with me to the
What?
1-1 channel.
No.
Oh no.
Pip, you find that sleep came easier to you tonight. Maybe it was the fact that that your ear didn't get talked off by by Fisk, but you do catch yourself waking later in the night. You can tell it's close to morning, and when you drift back off to sleep, you kind of have this sinking feeling in your stomach, and you open your eyes, and again, it's a dark, moonless night. You see a light rain is falling. You are standing in what looks to be the center of a muddy village street. The few lanterns that are lit cast these long, snake-like shadows against the walls of the houses. Everything is still and quiet. You take a second to look around, and you feel almost as if there's like a shove on your back as the world tilts underneath you. You feel yourself pitch forward into this puddle through the ground and back up onto your feet as your vision steadies. This same village is now ablaze as these flames leap into the sky. There's burning acidic rain that bites into your exposed skin. Screams can be heard all around you as terrified villagers just race past you. Blasts of black and white magic crack into people as they fall and crumple to the ground by the force. Time seems to slither to a crawl. And looking behind you, where this blast of magic had come from, you see nearly a dozen hooded figures, killing with blade and magic whoever crosses their path. Standing out in front, her eyes like the void, hair blood red, flesh the color of bone, is Lenaria, her murderous gaze just fixed on you as she's dragging her sword behind her in the mud. Issuing orders, she just says, "Kill them all. Let none live." What are you doing, Pip, as you see she's just got her eyes fixed on you walking ahead?
Oh god. Shoot. Well, first, do I recognize this village? It's not ours, is it?
It's not. It looks almost like in a dream-like state where it seems familiar, but you've probably never been there. It's just an amalgamation of every normal-looking village that you've ever been through.
Oh boy. Call out to her. Say, Lenaria, is that you?
You see, as you call out, you can see that she definitely registers your voice, but she does not heed it, as instead she just, this grin across her face, jagged teeth. You see she kind of lurches to the side, almost like in a broken step, and vanishes, reappearing right in front of you, bringing her sword up in an arc that just catches your chin as you manage to fall back out of the way. As she raises her blade to strike again, you feel this searing pain in your right arm as the black snake tattoo unwinds and lurches forward, growing to about 10 feet, a giant live serpent. It lunges for your sister and kind of wraps her up as the two fight. And you hear just in your brain as this is happening, a deep, low grumble that just goes, "Run." What are you doing?
Oh God. Oh no. I guess I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll run. Like.
As you turn and scramble away, you still can hear the background of people screaming, and screams cut short. You are tripping over these bodies of broken, dead villagers, and as you slip in the mud, you feel the world tilt again as you fall face first, and then bolt back up, awake in the dome. Eris, you're on watch, and
I am on watch.
You don't, you're just kind of, you're dozing a little bit, you're tired, you're like, if only Fisk had not kept me awake. It's the early dead of the morning, and all of a sudden, you just see Pip bolt straight upright, like white as a ghost, from his sleep.
Everything okay? Pip?
Like, frantic, he's like checking to see if his tattoo was there. And
Eris is definitely gonna rush over to Pip at this point. Like, what's going on?
Eris.
As you rush over, Eris, you see that Pip has a gash running up the side of his chin.
Oh my god, Pip, what happened?
Huh?
Your face!
Oh, my face?
You touch and there's blood comes away.
Oh.
What is going on?
I had another dream.
Yeah, no kidding. What was it about?
It was about Lenaria. And
I mean,
I don't know, they're getting scarier. They were burning a village, and she was there, and like she recognized me, but she had a sword, and I guess it shouldn't have cut me in real life. What's going on? I don't know. And then I guess I somehow attacked her with my tattoo, but I don't know. But nothing happened here. Did it?
Pip, something definitely happened here. You've got a gash on your face. Is that where she hit you with the sword?
It is, right? Yeah.
This sounds like more of that curse stuff.
Would they have been talking loud enough to wake up Nephira?
Yeah,
I mean, they're probably not in the mindset to be controlling his volume.
Yeah, I would say probably, considering they've gone back and forth quite a bit, it is enough to start to, you don't know, like, what they're talking about. You just hear some talking, then you kind of sit up. It's going to take you a second to get into the conversation as people are just, being noisy at 4:30 in the morning.
So I guess if we were going to be like, Pip, did you have another nightmare?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Pip, your face!
Yeah.
Careful, rush over and
retell the story.
Mads, would Spark have
Pip!
any idea, like, the damage range that was inflicted to Pip?
It's about a hit point. So
Lay on hands for 2. No, you don't.
I figure you could take the hit point off, but yeah, if Spark's gonna heal you, you put it right back.
Yeah, so. Like, gentle touch on the gash, lay on hands.
But Pip, this is...
I'm gonna mark that
down. Don't you remember
down.
what your teacher said? Something about a mother of nightmares or something?
Night parade. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first nightmare, I think she also called it.
Yeah.
That's-
The original nightmare.
We
I mean,
we should definitely
if it's starting to
actually
affect you in real life, that's
Mads.
Mm.
Since it's right after the nightmare, Spark's gonna burn a divine sense to see if there's like a present nearby.
What does that...
60 feet, locate any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of him, unless they're behind total cover.
Mm-hmm.
Can Eris look around and see if there's anything that could have cut Pip's face nearby? Like any traces
go
of
ahead
blood
and
anywhere?
give me an investigation check. You pop that sense spark, and other than the familiars, which a few of them
we have
pop
one
as-
of each.
Yeah, a few of them pop as something a little different. You can tell that it's a very familiar blip. You don't sense anything else outside of that.
Eris got a natural 20.
A natural 20.
Hey.
You look around and you are 100% certain that there is nothing that could have cut Pip's face. Even with like the angle of how it is, you can clearly see that it is like before the gash was healed by Spark, that it very clearly is like an upcut. And that would be extremely hard even if Pip did it himself in his sleep, it without having like a knife out. There's nothing that would do that other than a blade. You've had plenty of nicks and cuts from blades in your training, and you know for certain that it was a bladed weapon that did it, and for a fact that if it had been even a slightly bit higher or lower, it would have been extremely deadly to Pip if it really was a real life blade, either in the throat or in the eye.
It kind of looks after using divine senses like, well, whatever caused this might either not be physically nearby or might have already left.
Whatever caused this was a sword or a blade.
If this is the work of an evil deity,
Pip, how are we going to keep you safe?
yeah, it's attacking you in your dreams, and you're getting hurt like in the real world, but while you're asleep or before you wake up, and this isn't good. How are we going to protect you? And what if something happens? It attacks you in your dreams, and we're not awake, and we can't know.
Like,
until,
this could have killed you, Pip.
Yeah.
potential idea. For the next few nights, one of us links ourselves via rope, string, or something to Pip. Maybe that physical connection will extend beyond the physical. Just a thought.
What did you have on you in your dream? Like anything you were touching? Did you have it with you in your dream? Or clothes you're wearing? Your pack? Anything like that?
But yeah, what did I?
So you had basically what you were sleeping in.
Oh no.
So you were.
So this
you were
happened
wearing
when Pip was just in his underwear.
yeah. No, you were. Okay, well then, if you were just sleeping in your underwear, I was assuming you were sleeping in, pants.
I mean, if he's on the road, he's gonna be sleeping in his clothes. It's fine.
You really don't want the bandits to attack while you're just in your underwear, so I figured you had some clothes on. But yeah, I mean,
we're behind the dome.
The thing you did notice is that your tattoo was still there, or was there. But considering most people don't sleep with weapons on them, Nephira doesn't count, then you didn't notice if you had anything else. Just thinking back, you're like, yeah, it was just just
Hey,
casual
well,
travel
next
clothes.
time, is tomorrow night or the next time you sleep, make sure that you hold one of your weapons on you. Your new your new wand.
Yeah.
Keep that on you. Just have it tied on to you somewhere. Your daggers, hold on to those. Make sure you're cuddling your quarterstaff in your sleep. Make sure you have it on you.
Who needs a body pillow when you have your armaments?
Pip.
Exactly.
You said you
I've been
attacked
cuddling my
your
dagger.
sister?
No.
I mean, I didn't, but I guess my tattoo attacked her? I don't know. I just called out to her.
Good.
And it attacked. It latched on and it grew in size and I don't know.
Naz is about to upgrade Pip's tattoo if he can overcome this emotional challenge.
Look, I wasn't the one who picked a snake tattoo, all right?
You gave me the idea.
I think I'm gonna give you my cloak when you sleep, Pip. Oh, it's not gonna be helpful because I have to tune to it. Never mind.
And as far as like the wording of our personalized items, I imagine if anybody other than us uses them, the item is going to be like, I'm mundane.
You're not sure, actually. You haven't tried each other's items. You've all
How long does it
taken
take
your
to
items.
for an item?
Half an hour.
Yeah,
If
it's
yours
normally
literally
like an
been
hour.
short rest your dagger at night.
It's
Okay,
only like an hour
yeah.
unless it states otherwise in the item that it requires something special. These are all a short rest attunable items.
Okay.
As I'm now just
I'm
imagining.
gonna have you wear my cloak when you sleep.
But I mean, I don't know, they're getting worse and scarier, and I don't. And what if I take something with me there and I lose it? What if?
For the next watch, or until the next nightmare, I'll launch with Pip at the start and tie something from my wrist to his to connect the two of us. And hopefully that will ward off the nightmares, or if not, hopefully I'll be enough of a presence to keep Pip safe.
Maybe.
And if it keeps escalating, I guess we'll be like mountain climbers and tied to each other.
Yeah.
You see Fisk, Fisk is awake now. He's like, but we are going to climb a mountain? What is going on?
An emotional
Pip got
mountain.
attacked by
Why are
his
we all
dream.
awake? What?
Pip got attacked by his dream. I know it sounds crazy,
Like,
but there was a huge gash on his
emotionally
face.
attacked?
No, physically attacked.
Yeah.
There was a
Oh,
gash
that
on
too.
his
No?
face.
Oh, great. Do you see just like Fisk's eyes go like, oh no, I'm gonna die.
Wait,
4:30 in the morning.
If
He's like, oh,
don't
okay,
worry,
all right.
I used the divine sense. There's nothing immediately nearby beyond the familiars.
Okay.
This is just Pip's curse.
It's one of the ways it seems to be manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
Kamar told me about a story in Kalashite lore about the mother of the night parade. She thinks might have something to do with it.
You see a definite recognition of that name, as he is also from Kalimshan, and he kind of looks and he goes, originally I was very like, oh yes, black snake tattoo, you are not from Kalimshan, so that is probably nothing. It is a very, like, that is almost exactly, like, you tell little children, like, if you don't go to sleep, you're gonna get eaten by a snake, right? Like, it's very much, like, a lore, but it comes from a real terror that we have. So, I don't, look, it's so early, I don't know, that's just, I saw it, and I was like, oh, it's probably nothing, and now it could possibly, it seems like, did you get it before or after? Did this start happening before or after?
I got it. I had a dream about snakes before I got it, and that's kind of why I got it.
We were all very worried about why he got it after that nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it was anything, but
Yeah,
okay.
none of
I
us
did get
had
it
that
before
concept.
I talked to Kamar about it. I didn't know, but
Um,
so it's bad.
I mean, it's. I don't know. Candlekeep is. I'm sure there will be many more books or the like on it. Like I said, I'm not really a religious man or any of the sorts, so I don't have much behind just the tales that were told as I was a kid, which are always meant to scare people and the like. So
Bart kind of looks over at Pip, is like, should you message your mentor tomorrow night and mention that damage you sustained in a dream crossed over?
I could. I don't know what she would be able to do though.
Maybe give us some insight of some way we can help keep you safe?
Okay, I can try.
Like Eris mentioned, I don't want to wake up to the sound of you suffocating on your own blood because some evil deity harmed you in your nightmare.
You think that's gonna happen?
You had a
We're
cut
really
across your
hoping it
face.
won't.
What if it does? I don't know. I didn't even know that I could even get hurt in like real life
Yeah,
by
that's
them,
why
and then
we're
it happened. What
scared,
if the next
Pip.
time something worse happens? They are getting worse.
That's
That's why we're so
we're gonna
worried.
try to do everything we can. And Spark will move to just gently hold his hand to keep you safe. It might not be much, but we're gonna try.
I cannot sleep tomorrow.
No.
Hmm.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, you need your sleep.
I've heard stories of what happens when people try to abstain from sleep. They usually don't last more than a few days. Either the sleep deprivation gets to them and they sleep for 2 days, or something else gets to them and they're in no state to defend themselves.
I mean, I have you guys.
Yes, and tomorrow we'll try tying you and I together at the rest and
Okay.
hope that's enough to let you sleep.
Okay.
sorry, I missed what's going on.
Basically, we're trying to comfort Pip.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, as you all kind of sit in this dome, as it, you can just hear the start of the birds, becoming very active. Are you all attempting to go back to sleep, or are you all up now?
Eris was
not
on a
going back
watch,
to
so
sleep.
she's not sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I think Spark will start with the idea and tie like a simple string to both their wrists, and he's gonna try and finish his long rest.
Okay. But yeah, as in various states of awake and asleep, and with a kind of somber and concerned, unsure about the future, falling over the group as the crisp morning sun rises, a real contrast to the current mood within the dome. That is where we will end this week, and we'll pick up next week. So, there we go.
Oh man.
And now we have a week to stew over our worry.
Yep.
Oh
Good
no.
I'm so scared for Pip.
Mm-hmm.